more like, be careful, honoring your parents sounds right, but if you take it too far, well, you might forget to honor yourself. Indeed. Ever since I turned 13, I didn't do my own thing, made my own moves. 24/7, 365.
With Saisho, Kakuka, and Tom, we're in kind of like a bold sandwich. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I love the intro.
How do you make your sandwich? Do you put, am I the top or the bottom? Do you put an egg on the top or the bottom? That's why I'm very confused.
I think that's up to you guys.
I don't like the energy that we brought out to begin the day today.
I
I'm
love
stuck.
the energy that we brought out. I love it. Because if we take a look at our current bracket, it's exciting times if you're a fan of the Pacific region, because Kakuka, for the first time ever, we have 2 Pacific teams in the top 3.
Yeah, exactly. And what a way for Gen.G to make it, right? Defying all expectations, making it this far, and having PRX add another chance to
No, it's like you're in a family.
It's overtaking you, and just Munchkin exploding to the top level immediately.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit more, because Tom, like Saisho just said, no TRX, but Gen.G in a grand final, first Korean team. Again, exciting stuff.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 players that have sort of made that comeback, and talking about the likes of Lakia, and obviously their coach in solo has had to sort of sit in the back lines a little bit, but it was a real redemption arc yesterday. The fact that those players got knocked to the lower bracket, and now they got to do the same to Sentinels.
They look so good. I mean, these Gen.G players look absolutely on fire. On an individual level, I'm not sure there's another team in the tournament with as many players at that kind of caliber, which is bonkers. I mean, everybody was expecting that from probably more like the Americas teams or the EMEA teams.
Yeah, but I think that we're happy to see it, especially after yesterday and the way that they defeated Sentinels. They definitely knew exactly what to do in every instance and could read into their opponent very well. I think that we should give more props to Solo.
Yeah, now I know we've all been theorizing about, you know, the script, where it comes from. I know you and Brent in bracketology. I think John Riot's name has been thrown in there a couple of times as well, but I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to look behind the curtain, because today, and for today only, we are going to bring out the Masters Magic 8 wheel. We're going to give it a spin, and we're going to be able to answer questions that all of our hearts truly desire. So let's just get it started, Josh. I'm going to let you have your first question.
Okay, my first question, an important one, not just for this tournament, but will, in the entire history of Valorant, Pacific ever win a trophy? Please, how have they not done it already? All of the Pacific analysts.
That's a big spin.
All of the Pacific analysts just on edge here. Remember, this is the truth.
Here we go.
Pacific ever win a trophy?
Definitely.
No guarantee it's right.
Definitely.
Ever.
At some point
After today, we can see if it's actually here.
Yeah, I mean, the wheel has spoken, so let's see, Tom, what your question is going to be answered.
Oh, mine's a little bit more toxic, I feel. I said, did Loud underperform?
You want to make some enemies, don't you?
No, I'm not making enemies. The wheel is making enemies.
It's a limp roll, by the way.
Yeah.
The wheel under.
Here we go.
Oh,
You're kidding, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's an America's wheel right now.
Exactly.
It was like the audacity of Tom to even ask that.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Bea, surely you're going to bring us back with a better
That was
question.
their best performance.
Are you instigating here?
I might be. My question is going to be, will EMEA make global playoffs ever again?
Oh my god. Wheel, please, wheel. I don't ask for much in life.
I'm so scared.
Oh
That's
god.
so doomer.
I
That
can't
is
watch.
like...
I can't
so
look.
scared.
I can't look. Oh, don't.
Please give me a
Oh,
slay.
please.
Oh! We're done. We're doomed.
Why would you do it?
I can't believe
you
it.
write the script, right?
Why
It's
would
your
you
fault.
even do that? I mean, you've killed Yinsu. You've killed Yinsu.
I can't go on.
This was going so
Can't go
well.
on.
We've all, 3 of us have just lost our jobs. So what's the point anymore?
That's unlucky.
Okay, I'm just gonna do an easy one for the wheel. Okay, nobody has to be heartbroken at this one. Should we buy the Sentinels bundle? Should we actually do it?
Okay.
Go on.
That's got to be a sleigh.
Come on. Should we do it? I mean, now I don't have a region. Can I be adopted by Americas?
I'm sure they'd be lucky to have you.
The tension.
Here we go.
I'm nervous.
Okay.
Here we go.
That's-
Hey.
Yeah, that's Zelsa's job. We don't want to steal his job.
Okay.
Great point.
Okay.
You got to leave it for him.
Yeah, I think we have talked a bit too much about it anyway, so.
Yeah.
Has any of you bought the Sentinels bundle?
I don't care.
No
I don't
comment.
care. I don't care about the Sentinels bundle. What I'm looking for today is the Sentinels bungle. I want to see PRX move on to the final.
Okay, well, that's what you think, but I want to know what you guys think at home in our MasterCard fan poll. It's very simple. Who is moving on to the Grand Finals tomorrow to face Genji? Will it be Sentinels, like Sideshow has said, or will it be PRX because the wheel said? So scan the QR code on your screen and cast your vote right now. And make sure you use the hashtags Valorant Masters and VCT so we can feature you on the show. If you have a question for the wheel, hey, let us know. Let us know. We might bring it out and give it another whirl as the games go on. But for now, let's move on to this huge match at hand, because the reason these two teams, Sideshow, even got to where they are right now is because they both lost to Genji.
Yeah, it's a really interesting fact that both of these teams have played similar opponents. And I feel like Genji really demonstrated two core concepts, right, to be able to beat these teams. One is anticipation, and the other's outpacing your opponent. And I think they anticipated everything that PRX was going to do, so they were always ahead of them, and they outpaced Sentinels horribly. They were always making decisions quicker than Sentinels could.
I think their reads as well were unbelievable, especially if you look at Split and map the Sentinels. They're the best team in the world, and then they went up against them, and every single time they were walking into an empty site, forcing Sentinels to retake, which Sentinels are good at, but not against Genji.
It would be so crazy because tomorrow they have the chance of winning this entire tournament without dropping a match. And to me, it's back to what we were talking about yesterday on the show. This is like they're like a motivational quote. It's like work hard, do it in silence, and then show off the results.
Yeah, for Sentinels as well. Tekken, Tens, and Zekken, they've been unstoppable the entire. It's gonna happen. Tekken is here to stay.
All right.
But Tom, what happened against Genji?
I don't know. Especially on 10s, it looked like a different beast, but I even just feel like the impact that Zekken had was just missing. He was someone who was pretty much destroying the majority of opponents throughout the tournament so far.
I'll tell you what happened. Genji's players are just better. Man, there was so many spots where they got into good positions to fight, and they just got outclassed. Tens and Zekken are unbelievable players, but the players they're going up against today, we've seen Forsaken take over. We've seen something take over. You need to be getting this level of impact out of the guys, and it's all good having a game plan that sets you up for success. At the end of the day, you still got to click their heads, right?
Yeah, definitely. They need to forget about what happened against Genji. There were also so many instances where they would go down first just because of being in positions that only Genji was able to punish. Now, will PRX as the other Pacific team be on the same level? Well, we'll see.
Well, especially if we're going to be seeing Split, which I think we will. We have seen Forsaken actually take over that map in crazy manners. I don't know if he'll be able to get those aces up. I know we talked about that earlier in the tournament, but even something has started to come alive as well. So, yeah, I think they're going to need those superstars on the Sentinel side.
Dude, look at that
is
one.
ridiculous.
They flash peek Zekken in, and Meteor just dodges it and gets the kill.
No respect.
I mean, we heard Tens in that press conference talk about the drop in performance, and he said it just felt like every time I was swinging Genji, I was swinging into 3 people.
He wasn't that time.
I think he's putting too much on himself. I do think that it was more on the Genji side, having the correct read and actually knowing how to activate themselves against Sentinels.
I mean, if he swings into 3 PRX players, how are we feeling about
There's
it?
never 3 PRX players in one place. They're always scattered across the map, so I think it'll be okay.
I mean, we'll see. But also, we have heard a lot from our coaches here in Madrid as well. But are we buying what they are selling? It's time for Kaplan or Cap. Of course, I'm going to give you guys a couple of quotes, starting with the man Kaplan as well. I want you to tell me if you're buying into what you're saying. Is it Kaplan, or do you feel like maybe it's a little
That
bit
cap fits really well, by the way.
as well. So let's start with the first quote here. He said, lots to learn, wish we didn't make the mistakes in the first place, but it is what it is. I take full responsibility. We will be better. Sideshow, Kaplan or Cap?
A little bit of both. I mean, he's probably referring to the fact that they had a game plan on Breeze that fell to pieces. I would say, you know, you want to get rid of that today. But I think this is kind of a lie, but the good kind of lie that helps your team's confidence.
See, I'm going full Cap. I'll be honest with you, I think it's full Cap. It's the classic coach scenario after a match where you go, guys, it was all me. Let's ignore the fact that Tens had a bad performance today. No, it was me. It was because I picked the wrong
Those are the
maps.
good
Because-
kind of lies. You bear the brunt.
It's a good lie, but it's still Cap.
Hear me out. I think it's Kaplan. I think that he wants to give his players the chance to forget about what happened and just put everything on him so they can keep performing on this tournament, making the finals and getting that trophy.
Fair.
So it is Kaplan.
Okay, we got 2 Kaplans and 1 Cap. I feel like you're out.
Well, he was a bit in the middle.
He's on the fence, though. What's the point?
There's a little bit of both there. There's Kaplan with a cap on. That's
he's doing what a coach needs to do in this situation, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's very end, right? He even tweeted back in the EMEA as well. It's all me, it's all me. Every loss is on me and every win is on the players. But let's move on to the side of PRX. Again, with Coach Alex, is this going to be Kaplan or is this going to be Cap? He said there's a lot of hesitation right now in the way we play, and that actually hurt us. I think any team to be consistent, you need to be first and foremost very confident in the way you play. Kakuka, is this Cap or Alex?
I think this is Cap. I think that if you're PRX, with how much experience you have in international events, you have such a defined playstyle that everybody's able to recognize, you should be confident in it by now. And if that is the reason that you're not performing, maybe you're looking in the wrong spot to spot what's going wrong.
Yeah, I think for the time that quote is taken from, a little earlier in the tournament, he was bang on. There was a bit more hesitation. It didn't look as fluid. But now that they've got Moniette super diving in on Raze and everybody's following up, it's not just forsaken acing to win them rounds.
Yeah.
They've actually got systems that are working. Some things timings were fantastic when he played against Loud. Their read on the game is way better than it was at the start. So I think to some degree he was analyzing the issues correctly. The problem with all of that is, how do you fix a hesitation problem? How do you give your players more confidence?
I was going to say, I think it's 80% Cap, because I think at the beginning of the tournament, 4 of the 5 players didn't have any hesitation. They were still doing ridiculously aggressive things, but Moniette was hesitant. So he's the little 20% wiggle room I'll give. But now, I don't think that's been the case, especially in their last match. I didn't see any hesitation whatsoever.
Yeah.
So we agreements? Cap.
Well, he's a Cap.
I still
We're in
believe
the
in
Cap.
Sentinels.
you're
They will
you're
win.
different
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
You're different again.
What can I say? I believe authority.
But
You tell me something, I believe it.
But the thing is, what do you, in terms of it being Cap, what do you want him to say though? What is it that you want to hear from him when it comes to Alex?
I'd
So-
say it's...
I mean, what I'd like to see is him to not dwell on the fact that he can't figure out the solution immediately. I feel like a lot of what we've heard from Alex is, I know that we have problems, but there are so many different ways that we could fix things. I don't know what it is, but the players are already figuring it out live in the server. You see them doing it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you want to put your time and your energy into something, I feel like that is such a broad
Just him.
term. Just him?
Yeah, just something.
Okay. Yeah, just something. Okay. Let's just get
Sorry.
something
Tom trolling you.
on something that can play better with the operator. Yeah, it's difficult now.
All right,
Thank you, Tom.
We've talked about Cap, we've talked about Kaplan, but let's hear from the man, Kaplan. Or Cap, I don't know, because Mika Fabs is standing by with what I think is Coach Kaplan right now to see how he is feeling today.
Hey Kaplan, so that was a really tough loss yesterday. Can you tell us how you managed to prep the boys for a comeback today?
Yeah, so yesterday one of the biggest problems was that we started really kind of shaky and nervous and therefore didn't play our game. So after some thought, I've concluded there wasn't enough pressure on them, so I'm adding a lot more. I've told them if we lose today, they have to swim home. And just to double down on the pressure, I'm going to pick Breeze, I think.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Wait. That's
All right. Is that Cap or Kaplan?
Well, that was Kaplan. I just saw him.
Yeah, it's also completely true. I've seen the Google Maps swim route home.
How long does it take?
They're not going to make
Swimming.
it. I'm
Does
afraid they're
Google
not going to
Maps
make
do
it.
that?
It's a bit far.
Do they have that? How long does
They
it take by
should.
swim?
They should if
I
it
think
don't.
the original thing that Kaplan said, that they came in nervous, I actually think they didn't look themselves in terms of how confident they were swinging and taking those fights at the start on split. So I'd like to see them get into the groove of this match really early on. They talked about how Zelsis is so important for the vibes and stuff. I think he got rattled a little bit yesterday, whether or not he would admit it.
I'm saying it's Cap. I think that it got to their heads the fact that split was so one-sided on the
Let's
side of
go,
Genji that after
Sentinels.
map, they were out.
What about the
Mentally.
Breeze though? You think that's Cap? They're gonna pick Breeze?
Yes.
What they might do.
I still think
is
Sentinels
technically
will
down
win
the
this.
line, if they
I
just
have-
ban it,
I have
then they might
confidence.
end up picking it, just because it's a best of 5.
Might be
Yeah.
Kaplan. Might be Kaplan.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but it might be.
All right, let's move on to PRX, because for them in this tournament, every single time we've spoken to them, they've done this little rating thing. You know, Forsaken said we're 6 out of 10 coming into this tournament, and then you had Divide yesterday. He hit us with a 10 out of 10. So I
Oh,
wanted to
excuse
put
me.
you guys to the test. Let's, as a desk, rate some of what PRX have been up to. So I see you have your whiteboards here. Show me the numbers. Show me the numbers.
You want them numbers?
Oh.
Oh.
All right, an 8, a 2,
A
and
2?
Okay. Kukuka, what is it about PRX that's giving you a 2 right
Hear
now?
me out. I just focused on one thing, you know? I just focused on one aspect, you know? What makes PRX PRX? the crazy compositions and the crazy playstyle of being extra aggressive. Then I just focus on the compositions that they have been playing here. I just picked out some of them because there are so many crazy things. Just looking at the Ascent, no Sova, no Jet, no Sentinel. The way they make it play is something goes and makes a play with the operator. They apply a lot of pressure with that. I think it's very easy to counter, and I think that Sentinels might have a very good read on that. For the bind, I feel like I have a problem with something, but I don't really have it. It's the Reyna. I've seen it a couple of times. I'm not sold by it. I really like the Harbor, but and then the split. You come in, I thought that we were going to get that triple duelist action. I feel like they're very unsure in why they're choosing these compositions, and now it is too late to make the changes. So I was adding points for creativity, and then they were going down as I was getting like the rain and all that.
They won those, so how's it only a 2?
Yeah,
But because it could be better. I want more.
Top
I'm a
3 team,
paper.
2 out of 10.
Are we in agreement that in terms of the comps,
No.
at least, it's a 2?
No.
Oh,
No?
what are you
Okay.
rating for?
I'll give them at least a 3.
I think that you need them to play some bizarre stuff when it comes to their compositions, and I think that they've actually started
So
working
you're a
on
big
it.
Reyna fan?
I think it's a bit the rain.
Yeah! Dude, they're going to 3-0 today. We're playing Reyna and Gecko
All right,
off.
well, what number then?
Crazy.
What number are you giving
All right.
for the comps?
For the comps, I don't know, maybe like a 6 or 7 or something
Okay,
like that.
Do you want
Like,
my 5?
Dude, I'm down for them. But the thing that I'm rating the 8 here is the improvement that they've made over the course of the tournament. If they were a 6 out of 10 earlier when they were playing against EDG,
Oh,
when
you've
they were
added the 2.
struggling, when they were losing, exactly, I've added on the 2 from your compositions, and we've got to 8. Because I feel like at the start of the tournament, they were a little out of sync. They couldn't really get Monyet online, and they hadn't had enough time, I think, playing the compositions that Alex wanted them to go towards heading into Madrid. And then you see them towards the end of the tournament here. They're making risks, they're finding timings, their read on the game is really good, and they're playing off each other. Look at them baiting Devi in this situation, forcing mistakes out of opponents, getting Mind Freak into the clutch. We haven't seen this kind of stuff happening from them until the end of the tournament. They're getting in their groove. It's an 8 compared to last year.
Nah,
Do you agree? Are we bumping it to
I
an
do,
8 for that?
I do. The development has definitely been there.
probably a 6.
But I think it's also what we expected from PRX. Yeah, I'll give them the 8.
Yeah, they're all right. You
They're
know,
all right. I mean-
they're not at 10 yet.
It's a
Right.
good thing that you said they're all right, because the 5 feels like
It's a very
Middle
meh.
ground.
Actually
Yeah.
sounds like just on the right.
Do you know what? I've got my leather jacket on. It makes me a vibes man. That's what I'm looking at right now. And I think the vibes for 5 of the players, or 5 of the people, have been very, very good. Laughing, joking, having a great time. No desk slamming for 5 of the people. Now, there is one other person on this team, which I think is a 1 out of 10, and it's this man on your screen right now. Alex has been getting a little bit frustrated. I'd say maybe even more so than what we've seen before. So it puts me bang in the middle, Sue.
Do you guys
I
agree?
did slam the desk a couple times, but it was like excitement. It was like a good
Yeah,
slam.
it's a good slam.
The duality of it as well, because Alex is such a fun guy. He's always smiling. You would find him, he would be the happiest on earth. It's the coach booth. I'm saying that's
It's just the room.
vibe.
He just
That's
gets
the
in
vibe,
and he's
Runer.
grumpy.
To be fair, we've seen Chet in the dungeons before, and he's not been loving it.
It's crazy how Alex is thinking about this team when they're winning and they're top 3 at a Masters currently with chances of making their 3rd final. And he's like, I'm really unhappy with the way that we're playing, actually. It's all individual skill. None of the synergy that we've built up. And it's like, they're winning. They're winning.
It's crazy because he has those kind of reactions even in the rounds that they win.
Yeah.
We will go to coach and be like, God, it's not the pick that we were supposed to do.
Hey, that was quite a good pin for them.
But I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
he never delivers it to the players. That's something
Yeah.
that's very
Yes.
important, articulating when he's in interviews. He knows when to communicate and how to communicate to the players to get the best out of them, and he doesn't bring any of that frustration or anger with him into the comms. Tries to keep it good and positive for the players, and you can see that that's where that differential comes from. You're talking about Tom. He doesn't bleed it into dragging the whole
He
team.
takes
like
it out on the desk, so he doesn't take it out on the players.
Yes.
That's why we've had to reinforce the desk.
Okay, we'll just do a very quick, I guess, a rating, a combined rating. We taking an average? Are we adding everything together? What are they right now?
But that means I'm correct, right? With my five?
Well,
If you go-
if 10 was how they played last year, though, where they made, 2 big final, or 1 big final, I suppose, and made it deep in tournaments, they're not that far away at the moment, in my opinion.
I'd give them a 7.5.
I was going to say, I'm not kidding, I was going to say
All right,
7.5.
7.5 out of 10 it is. But for more on PRX, let's send it back to Mika Fabs and Monya for some vibe check.
Hey Monyet, what's up? You feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good.
Okay, good, because like everybody loves, loves it when PRX are like feeling great and they love the PRX vibes. Can you tell us though, you guys have been staying quite humble. Tell us how the team is feeling today, especially since now you have made it into the top 3 here at Masters Madrid.
Definitely unexpected, but I think every time, like when we go to lower bracket, we just felt like more no fear, So yeah, we'll see today.
Eager to see that fearlessness on stage. Good luck.
I mean, the vibe seems good. Vibe seems like it is there. What did you guys make of that?
Well, Alex isn't there.
He's such a hater, man.
Oh,
such a
no.
hater.
Monier's
It's
got
crazy.
great vibes. He's adorable. Like, who doesn't love Monier?
It has been
Or
a lot
Monier.
has been a lot of pressure on Monier, though, this run that they've had. All of the eyes are on him, all of the public pressure's on him,
Totally.
and even the internal communications are that this is, Alex said, this has been the biggest roster change they've had. It's them getting Monier up to speed. When you have the focus on you like that, yeah, the pressure's going to be enormous. And I've actually been really impressed at how he's stood up to the big pressure, to the stage, and found his moments.
And
when you play on PRX, you have to be so risk positive.
Yes.
You can't allow the fear to make you play in a safer manner. And he's just been great.
I think that we've seen it also in the past, right? Where I believe it was at Tokyo where we had CGRS and he was also stepping up and everybody had eyes on him.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned Tokyo because Mindfreak did as well in this tweet right after they beat Loud. He said, it's another miracle run by us, 2-0 Loud. Feels like Tokyo all
Alright,
over
people.
again. I'm a little bit worried about the second part because, Tom, at Tokyo they had a sub. So I can understand why that was like a miracle.
Yeah. Is he? But does that mean he's calling Monier a sub? Because that's really toxic if that's the way you're looking at it. But I don't think he is. I think it's just that they've come out, they've not looked their best, but
Let's go, Sentinels.
teams that realistically.
Let's go, Sentinels. Woo, Sentinels.
Oh, they probably lose to this team, and they're just managing to continue their run through the tournament. And at this point,
Sentinels.
you're getting to the stage where you get that PRX delusion where you go, they might just win.
You tell them.
That's the-
Sentinels.
Right? And it's actually when we get this late into a tournament,
Sentinels.
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 under the pressure because they have been unsuccessful in winning a single best of
Bruh,
five
I
here in
like the
international
dirt.
events.
Oh, don't remind
Sorry,
me.
Dad.
Don't
I
remind
mean,
me.
if it's going to be like Tokyo all over again, I really hope it's not.
But they have
But
to
that
finish
laughing
second.
face-
Only one of
Yeah.
them can be true.
That is true. The narratives, there's too many narratives going on, I feel like. How worried are you about that, though? The fact that every time they've got to that best of 5 position, it's just never gone their way.
Well, you have to remember that best of 5s only happen when you play against the top teams. You don't play best of 5s at the beginning of the tournament.
Daddy, I think I'm gonna talk.
Against the people you play against. So it's not just BO5s. They do have some map pool weaknesses, but it's also because their opponents are great.
Yeah, well, I believe in PRX. What a shocker. But it's time to get the results of our Mastercard fan poll and see if you guys believe in PRX. Because, yes, you do! Let's go! Paper people, rise up! Nice. Yeah, anyway, what did you guys think of this?
You just lost your mind.
Paper people rise up.
Yeah.
Yinsu.
I can't believe they beat.
PRX fan.
Time of day.
Big deal.
Yeah, possibly something like that. It could be.
No. It's just they're right. They're just right.
I think that going back to what you were saying earlier about DRX, we've mentioned
Zach, close the door, Zach.
prospects are not here, that this has to be the time that PRX managed.
Zach, close the door.
Yeah, but I think that the opposition they're playing against is extremely tough. I think Sen have probably got an advantage in the map pool department if you're looking at what they're going to be running into. And when PRX win, it feels like it's late in the maps. It feels like it's based on a lot of individual stuff and hard reads. I'm not sure how...
Once the game starts, I'm going to turn off my camera
More important, arguably, than the
so we can focus on the game.
which is the classics kill leaderboard.
It is.
For one man it is, and his name is Zelsis. If you take a look at this, Tom, Zelsis has officially taken over Monier, and he's up there with 20 kills.
It's because of the Sen bundle.
In the game that they lost.
Yes.
Is that because they?
Yeah, because they were ecoed so much. Yeah, they ecoed so much they don't even buy sheriffs, and
Who Sentinels? Who?
Woo!
I mean, he takes
Dad, can I sit
show
with
off
you?
more than the bundle, doesn't he? He's showing off the...
Dad, can I sit with you?
The what?
Okay.
The what?
Dad, can I sit with you?
Yeah, should we
showing
slow that down?
Yeah,
What did you
was
say?
it?
He's flashing his ass around.
Dad, can I sit with you?
Am I unclear? The Celsius is caked up and takes every opportunity?
All right then.
Dad, can I sit with you?
Next, the leaderboard for the...
I'm going to turn it off now.
What we do have, of course, is the Matt Vetoes. This will be a bet.
Ding, 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 ding.
Let's send it down
Ayun na.
to Victoria and the coaches and see where we're going to be
Best of
heading in
5.
today.
All right, welcome to Map Select presented by Omen for the lower finals. This is where we are transitioning to a best of 5. Sentinels, you come from the upper bracket, so you'll be higher seed. Would you like Team A or Team B?
Team A, please.
Team A, so PRX, you will be Team B. And we will start with your first ban.
Ban Breeze.
Breeze, and your ban?
Ben Icebox.
Ban Icebox. So map number 1 from Sentinels.
Pick Lotus.
Lotus, side on Lotus.
Attack.
Attack. And map number 2.
Pick Ascent.
Ascent, and side on Ascent.
Defense.
Defense. Map number 3, you have Bind, Split, and Sunset.
Pick Split.
Pick Split. Side on Split.
Pick Defense.
Defense. And then map number 4, you have Bind and Sunset.
Sunset.
Okay. And side on Sunset.
Defense.
Okay. Map number 5 by default is going to be Bind, Paper X, side on Bind.
Attack.
Attack. All right. Good luck to you both.
Thanks. Good luck, man.
Well, Kaplan was capping because, Tom, they banned the Breeze. They're not going to let it through.
Yeah, I don't think it's their ban that I'm really that interested in. I think I'm a little bit more worried about what PRX have done, because I feel like they had a real opportunity to take away a decent map for Sentinels rather than banning a map that they both don't really play. And so I feel like the map pool now leads almost even further into Sentinels' favor.
Yeah, I totally agree. Also, the Lotus with the composition that PRX play, I think that is very easy to exploit and very easy to be prepared to.
Yeah, I think that when you look at the map pool, one of the big things that stands out that everybody's talking about too is that when Sentinels play Jet, they're 1 and 7 on those maps.
Yeah.
And 2 of those have just been removed, 1 by their opponent. And it's not because Zekken's a terrible player, it's because those are the maps, in my opinion, that they put the least time into, and they just happen to also be the Jet maps. But this is looking good for Sen.
Yeah, is it looking like we could go the distance? And if we do go the distance, does it get better for PRX?
I think
How do you know? We've barely seen
Yeah.
either team play Bind. I think Sen only played it once against Heretics.
But that's the thing, are we even going to get to Bind? Also talking about the form and how the teams are going to come onto the stage. Yesterday, Devi was telling me in the interview that they feel like their compositions being so unique and people having so many bots on them, they're easy to counter. So they also acknowledge that kind of flaw in themselves.
I do think getting into the late game, though, like if they can perform well on Split, and also then Sunset has been a fantastic map for PRX. I think Bind ends as sort of like a toss-up at the end, so I think if PRX get that far, I actually do think they have a very good chance to take it.
I also think that the way that they play on Ascent is difficult to play against.
Yeah.
And it's not been a great map for Sentinels overall. They don't look like the best team out there. So it is super possible you could get a 2-1 lead, actually, for PRX to start the series.
No, I think that actually Ascent, before coming into the tournament, I think that Gen.G showed when they played against each other how, not easy, but how you can counter them. I think that something is going to be always one of the questions. How are they going to be shutting down his operator on the Gecko, on whatever he's playing? That is one of the big questions. If they're able to deal with that, and some of the positions that they take at the beginning of the rounds, especially on Ascent, I think that Sentinels have a good edge to win here.
Loud and KC, though, both struggled on Ascent against PRX. It's not easy, I don't think.
Yeah, I think at this point, though, the one thing that does worry me for them is just the tape that they have on it, because they play sort of a lot of compositions, especially in that last match for PRX, where I'm looking at them and going, it is the individuals that are now winning that for you. And if you've given that little bit of extra time to Kaplan to kind of look through and go, okay, they're doing these crazy aggressive defensive side pushes, how can we shut that down? Can we play our default properly? And can we almost wait for them? Because the team that managed to beat Sentinels was the really structured team. PRX are not that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that Sen needs to go back and just think about the positives that they have. And also before coming into the tournament, I think that their retakes are so beautiful, and it's going to be one of the determining keys for today if they're able to just maybe give PRX that space and no fall into their game.
Can they do it? Can PRX pull off the Tokyo Miracle, I guess is what they're calling it. So do you guys believe in that?
Yeah, they absolutely can. They
Isn't
totally
the
can.
Tokyo Miracle them losing now?
No, wait, yes. Copenhagen. And champions.
There's a bad choice.
Yes.
They totally can.
Totally,
It's
yeah.
about getting big performances out of individuals and coming up with combos and pace that is going to outperform what Sentinels are anticipating. Gen.G were faster than Sen. PRX could do it too.
Yeah, well, it's time to get this best of 5 series started. Sentinels versus PRX, where the winner will take on Gen.G tomorrow in the grand finals. The Masters Madrid lower bracket final starts right here, right now.
Welcome to Masters Madrid, coming at you live from the Madrid arena.
Where are you from? I'm from California. I'm studying at Virginia Tech right now. I'm the head of my valorant team program.
I'm from Ireland. I traveled here yesterday.
What are your predictions for this tournament? Who's going to make it?
Well, actually, I think Wingman for MVP, honestly.
My parents were visiting Europe, and so I was like, hey, let's go to Madrid. Let's go see the games. And you guys want to come in? You guys want to cheer with him? Come in. Woo! Go Sentinels! Are you from Spain, or did you travel to be here?
I traveled here from Germany yesterday.
Do you have any predictions for the finals of the tournament?
Oh my god. Like, in my head, I won PRX because they're my favorite Pacific team and I've been supporting them since last year, since they have such a great run.
But the crossfire setup, it's too strong, it's too damn strong, and PRX seal it away! What a time, what a game to come alive!
Man, I don't even expect how we're here. I thought we were already going back after the Carmen Corp win, you know? We felt depressed. Somehow we still managed to win.
The time is running out, and now it's gone as Gen G 13-3 Sentinels.
We're going to be playing against PRX. They've been here before. It will not be an easy series. They play very aggressive. They don't really care about advantages. They like playing their way. I would like to think that we could punish it. We just have to come in and play more together as a team.
Sentinels, this time we will have zero fear. We just beat Loud, and now we're beating the Americas.
We're not out yet. We're coming for you.
What do we want to say to the fans?
Thank you guys so much for supporting us throughout this whole run. It's been a wild past few months, honestly. Even just this tournament and the off season and kickoff leading up to it, it's been a crazy ride.
I know that previous years has been kind of rough as a Sentinels fan, but it's looking up. I'm feeling confident. My team's feeling confident.
Couldn't have done it without your support. Thank you so much.
I hope you guys keep supporting us. I mean, I know some of you don't believe in our new W Gaming, but I hope you guys just keep trusting us. We're trying our best, and I hope we show a good performance, you know. And yeah, spread love. Hopefully we win. And I kind of want to beat Sentinel, you know? So yeah. Xerxes, we are coming for you.
Awesome. Let's go.
Bienvenidos a Madrid. Eso no. No confiaron, pero mira, llego con los míos y la grada explota. Le di la razón al que me quiso ver bien. Lo soñé en mi habitación y ahora en primera me ven. No te hablo del avión, vine por mi cinturón. PRX. No confiaron, pero mira, no. No confiaron, pero mira, no. Llego con los míos y la grada explota.
Both teams had to overcome a lot of challenges just to get here, but none of that matters. It is going to be about who can show up on this stage today and get into that grand finals tomorrow.
Yeah, two teams devoted to their fans, saying that most of what they do is because and thanks to them as well. The place is crowded, just looking at what is going to be of these two teams.
Yeah, I think honestly, this first map could be almost a trendsetter. Like, I think it favors Sentinels heavily, but it's one of those scenarios where PRX get off the mark quickly, we could be seeing a dangerously quick series.
And I think the player to watch here is something. We're expecting him probably to be pulling out the Jet because that's one of the big compositions that they've been running on Lotus. It's unusual.
You're confident?
Well, who knows? Who knows? Something could be playing anything, right?
Yeah.
But if he is playing a role where he's able to have enormous impact and pulling out the operator, then he becomes the pivotal player in my head, to have that impact and outweigh the compositional disadvantage that they've got.
Can Something's Jet go against Celsius Odin, Josh?
Not gonna
Can he take it?
Dude, Celsius took a long time to get online in the game against Gen G. He was getting bullied in the first map. He woke up about halfway through Lotus. So, I don't know. I feel like this Sentinels team has shown that they can be rattled at this point. But you have to be immaculate. And Gen G is right now. I don't know where the PRX is going to be today.
That's the thing, going into this map in particular, you mentioned something. I think the duelist on the other side in Zekken, this is a map where he truly thrives. Like the space he's able to take, especially on their C-site executes, he's just devastating as he enters into the site. And Sassy's supportive utility is bang on almost every single time. That duo together in this map is going to be hard to beat.
You need to look at the reliable players. I think that Zekken is one of them, especially on this map. On the other side, how crazy is PRX going to be? We know that for the last matches that these teams have played, they've had shaky starts. Those pistol rounds sometimes do not go as planned. And if they do, maybe it's everything that they get in that half.
I'm going to be looking, assuming that we see Forsaken Cypher coming online. To refer back to your point, Tom, Zekken was unbelievable on those C-site entries. He was just amazing versus the game against Gen G. But if you've got trips to try to stop that, I'm wondering how that flavor works out. And it will be that classic composition from PRX with the double duelist and the Cypher. And it's actually more difficult to raise entry against that than the Killjoy.
Yeah, but the rest of the team is going to have such a much easier time. There's no Killjoy, there's no Viper. Like, you're going to have, you know, potentially a lot of freedom. That is where PRX has to respond fast. They have to move around the map, they have to put the pressure, and especially Mindfreak needs to be very mindful of that paranoia usage.
Yeah, and what is it, Tom, that makes Sentinels so good here? What are some of the difficulties PRX could run into?
I think firstly they're adaptive. As it was mentioned, I think Zelsa's playing like an Odin all over the map is always difficult when you're coming up against that defensive side. But I also think they are very good at that sort of push and pull of the map to get into those entries.
Well, I can't wait. We have two great teams on stage and two great casters on standby as well. Get ready for a certified banger. It's Pansy and Hypok.
Thank you so much, Sue and the desk. Yeah, this is an exceptional head-to-head here, Mike. It's hard to split it. You look at the teams that they faced to get to this point, Neron mirrored. I mean, this is probably one of the most exciting best-of-5s we've had in a minute.
Yeah, definitely. I think form aside, doubters aside, the fact that PRX are still here, still alive and kicking, still delivering, is such a testament to the potential, the talent on this roster. That's always been, it's been questions the whole way along. The things kicked off here on Lotus. PRX gonna make some progress towards A here. Zelsis, I'm not even sure actually if you got some information there, but backs away at the right time. Smoke coming through. Will confirm some presence behind this. PRX just shift walking up.
Yeah, they're pretty close as well. Now, fortunately for Zelsis, he does have John QT nearby. Something is on the site. The blind didn't work well enough here to get past. Zelsis! Picking up where he left off. That classic looks good in his hands. Sassy in support. Devi the last alive. And he's hunting. Zelsis just around that corner. Can Devi do anything here? Oh, absolutely not. Look at that pour on of utility. Sen off to a flawless beginning.
PRX just trying their luck, trying to walk up here, play contact up towards A, but again, that first exchange of utility, the snakebite coming down, something gets separated. Unfortunately, Zelsis adding another couple of kills to that classic leaderboard here. Unfortunately, beheads something and Monye. Takes the bite right out of this execution. A flawless start here for Sentinels.
Could have talked about potentially that aspect of coming off the win or the loss to get to this point. Obviously, that Gen G matchup probably still fresh within the Sentinel mind, but again, coming back in off to a good start, correct all those wrongs, and back in that confident position. And a patient start here. You know who you're against is PRX. Gotta be careful, gotta be cautious. Tens, gonna be noted early. Still sticking around though.
Flash is perfect. Nade won't actually do any damage, but does force Tens back a little deeper. Something still desperate to try and find a pick here. Let's burn up the dash though, so he's gonna have to slow things down a little bit as we hit the minute mark. No real pressure point for PRX to try and exploit.
Does Tens go farming here? Very much in a position
Feels
for
like it.
Yeah, that smoke the only thing keeping PRX safe currently. just about to dissipate, and he dips away. Zekken, though, still with eyes on, gonna now post the paranoia. Close enough to do some damage for Forsaken, though, unable to convert that to any form of kill. As Tens holds the line, giving Mindfreak something. And it was Devi still alive. Yeah, there we go. This is lovely stuff from Sentinels. 5 alive again. Not suffering a casualty yet.
Back-to-back flawless here will give Sentinels a massive cushion in terms of the funds here early on. Obviously coming to the next round with a little bit of a disadvantage in terms of the weaponry, but I mean, Sassy with a rifle, maybe an opportunity for him to get something done.
30 seconds left.
Sentinels carry this confidence across, maybe get a little proactive here.
Round to do it in.
Yep, maximize their chances of really trying to do some damage at least, but an honest go at this round 3.
Wondering if Sassy was going to send that out, maybe get some early info. Ops against it. Forsaken. No subtlety to his presence here. But
I'm
in
not
the
even sure
meantime,
actually if that was after the barrier job, sorry.
No,
whether or not the spy cam kind of called Sassy off that reveal, expecting a little bit of pressure towards B, potentially. PRX haven't really revealed themselves over towards Rubble just yet.
and nothing out of the ordinary really from Sentinels here either, kind of playing it rather standard, even with those Stinger Spectres and that Bulldog in the hands of Sassy. Sight now, pressured, something. Maybe going first and actually overwhelmed, isolated again. These problems re-emerge, and what a chance for success now for Sen. Can't quite get the weapons, but they're in touching distance. And PRX down 2 players is a huge loss here.
Devi looking for something, but Ten's actually slipping into drop here. He's going to send the paranoia. Expecting too much of a push here, but Forsaken, the one to wrap this, will find Zelsis.
Trying to allocate some safety on the site, maybe get that plant a feasible option. They're going to go for it now. Limited utility left on PRX. Sen, similar position, a touch here and there. You can hear it just going through from Sassy then. And they wait poised, flooding back into the site. Mindfreak, great pick up towards Zekken, but it's still dangerous. Still a man advantage to Sentinels here. Can they close that final gap, or can Devi dig in his heels? This could be huge from Mindfreak, but it's not clean on the first attempt with an opportunity. Sentinels still going. I was worried they were playing that out standard, a traditional approach, and it still worked.
PRX sends something in, Monya into the backlines once again, but this utility completely splits this execute up. Fortunately, it's the perfect time actually for John QT to find contact, or at least be seen on Heaven. Plays in his teammate. And immediately then you see the flip.
Yeah.
Back into a passive hold. They want the time to run down, allow PRX to get themselves stabilized, and
Let's go, Sentinels.
on the numbers advantage. A very
Sentinels. Sentinels.
Incredibly early. Round
I mean, this has been
Let's
a
go.
trend as well. We've seen Alex burn up, timeouts in the first half by round 8, by round 9 almost.
Come on, come on.
They've been able to create
Sentinels. Sentinels.
No. That I told you.
Ah, okay. Me first. Okay. Sentinels.
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 I didn't say the nails. No
Hey,
nails.
go there.
And the bonus.
You play na.
That's,
Close the door.
it just kind
Don't
of
close
whips
the
my
door
mind back
because
to that
it's
game that we
later
saw
I'll
against
go
Gen G. where Sen
You can hear me. It's okay.
wild to me, right? It felt completely out of character because these guys had been just on the money the whole way through. But the question does become, can PRX cause those same issues? So far, not been the case. Going to go for a, a touch of a purchase here. Not too much weight behind it. 2 Stingers, Sheriffs, and that Bulldog in the hands of Mike.
Bye-bye.
They need to make impact, Mike. As silly as that
I
sounds,
love you, Zach.
quite been threatening enough yet.
Sure, with 2 flawless rounds as well, something very close to his ultimate. One
Yeah, you can hear me.
progress, but still 3 away from the showstopper. Be crucial ultimates around like this, but
Why don't you like
PRX seemingly looking to
Huh?
push and prod a little more in this round.
No. You go there na.
I've actually seen a big adjustment here on the defense. It's Tens. Solo hold down Rubble. John QT and Zelsis now Side by side once again, Zelsis done damage previously with this weapon. Looked fantastic with it.
He did, he really did. He made it work, looked comfortable, didn't look just it was very one-dimensional. Absolutely not. Something tries to get healed up. Second bite of the cherry, Zelsis is still gonna catch him. It's at least allowed a plant to come in. That's not bad, PRX will take that. But can they defend it? These walls feel like paper when that gun's in play. Zekken the one to find Monyet here. And we look towards the rest. Who's remaining? Forsaken, Divide, Mind Freak. Desperately trying to hold on. Didn't quite get too affected by that. But that vice-like grip gets brought into play when 10 starts to play through by the door. The flood on the site. It's there on Flawless again. Mind Freak nowhere to go. And Sentinels
Go Tens.
genuinely flawless here, Mike.
Only one casualty on the way in. PRX a little bit of threat to this, but again, hesitancy to really dig any deeper. Try and convert that into any sort of comfort here. I mean,
Tens, we need you. Come on.
Can't really blame PRX in this scenario.
Oh, come off it. Okay, at least there's a purchase now. You're going to see the rifles coming out. Hoping Forsaken gets that full buy-in here. Looking at the armor.
I'll find you.
Yeah, no armor on Forsaken. So that's a little bit of a problem.
Maybe just looking to play late here. Be the second layer to any sort of setup for something, but Zekken looking to get ahead of the curve. Caught by the paranoia. Showstopper sent out, but nothing on the other end of it.
No, just teetering on the edge of commitment there, but deciding against it. Monyet gonna pick up another towards his ult.
Battle of race.
Close by with a couple here.
Let's see who's the better race.
Nice to bring into effect, but a different.
If it's second or it's Monyet.
Near miss there. Tens gonna note the player, but didn't quite connect towards it. But again, PRX look a little lost on this one, or maybe not lost, but just adjusting their approach quite late in the round. 40 seconds. I don't know what they're expecting to come into towards that C site. We know that Zelsis will be present.
I don't know if they're expecting Zelsis to still be here. Not necessarily any clear indications of a difference in setup, but that'll be the confirmation for Zelsis at least. PRX still taking their time
now,
here.
yeah. Zelsis so nearby, undiscovered. He could be such a problem for them. Not this time.
Oh no.
Great pickup, perfect follow-up. Something answering back. That's Tens dealt with that. Zelsis gone. The first two responders to the site. And now the three trying to come back in are a little ways off. Zekken still alive, Sassy there and John QT could still cause a couple of issues. Monyet goes down. The gates start to open, but the cross is being watched. Forsaken's position is excellent, as is something. Sassy, this is gonna, I mean, this is a tall task. Time is
really good
to
damage.
tick. Yeah, unconfirmed. And they're still posturing here, and that's it. Mind Freak gonna put the full stop on the end of that sentence. PRX get themselves on the board now.
It feels extremely dicey to be hitting towards this side again, late round.
Yeah.
That's all right, boys. That's all right.
Find a little bit of damage, maybe even a wall bang, but slight overcommitment from him. Monyet's the one to punish. Well navigated by PRX nonetheless, who get themselves a couple of ultimates online now. Divide yet to get on the board, but Seeker's here and available. Something, an operator in hand now. He's been deadly this event. Getting up the last few series as well with it.
It's okay, boys.
Yeah, I was going to say an indicator maybe the PRX are happy to continue slowing things down. It's not with this early presence shown towards B. Despite not committed just yet, though.
No, still around. Made its cross over towards the door, so could be, again, looking to exploit that C site. Seeker's going to come in. Zelsis needs to evacuate the site here. Monyet is commanding all this space.
Yeah,
he's following that Seeker all the way he can.
No.
Going to post it. Doesn't get what he wants from it, but he's got them all of this safety.
Oh.
And wait, John QT just got two back. Something.
Wait, Tens!
Oh, my
Oh,
God,
nice.
What just happened this round? Drifting alongside each other. But it comes down to two. Divide and Forsaken with the time on their side. 10 still alive, takes a TP. John QT and Zekken nearby now. Forsaken, dicey way to play. But caught off guard, Tens goes down. Now information free-flowing from the ult. They're going to note it. They're going to see it. Forsaken needs to deliver.
Nice, nice.
He can't.
Second.
Takes him away, Devi. His moment to shine. Can he hold this? Yes, for the first he can. The second.
No.
Devi.
No.
With a second now.
Yet to get on the board, but 3 kills on the round to find the Red Bull clutch, Lauren. Beautiful stuff from Devi, and one of the biggest criticisms being, you know, the value that PRX have been unable to find on the back of his utility here in the post plant. Everything that he needs to convert this round. And Odin on top, salt in the wounds for Sentinels.
It feels like it's going to be such a volatile matchup between
Odin
these
headshot, what the hell?
high tempo. But again, looking at PRX here, still showing a little bit of caution. That pace change that came in after the timeout, once the buy came in, has awarded them 2 good rounds here. The question then becomes, does Sen have an answer? What do they have back to this? And again, the adjustment in place here, Mike. We're seeing Tens back towards that seaside.
See PRX trying to set a paranoia in motion off this spy cam. And actually, when Zekin's checked it, Sassy's the one to find the first second to follow up. That's a 2 for 2.
Does he get away?
Oh, no.
Oh, Mind Freak, what a shot.
Cover going out.
Catching
Ridiculous
Zekin in the
headshot.
heels, yeah. Midway, as he was trying to get out of danger. And this time it's the 2 for Sentinels. Does Devi catch? I don't think he caught him. Oh,
no.
my word, Tens has been played in here.
The second time, he's in a really awkward spot.
Smoke behind him. He's not noted any player. He's going to hear the
Come on,
door turn.
Tens.
But the question mark,
No.
Mind Freak again. That late round positioning. Oh my God, Zelsis.
Nice assist.
Slides in and finds Mind Freak. You got a 1v2 in you here?
Not available.
Yeah?
Tough in the 1v2 to really
Come on,
guarantee
Zelsis
value
clutch.
off that.
Let's
Something
go.
posted up with the operator. You can see on the X-ray here, Devi looking a little curious towards spawn as well. Still got a flash to work with in the hands of Devi.
There it goes. Didn't catch towards CT, so eliminating the options, and maybe Zelsis.
He's thinking now
wants
he's
to play
doing
with that.
yeah, he wants to play off that.
But it's not like Devi has turned his eyes away from this, and the potential of a taste of the own medicine waiting around this corner. Zelsis.
No.
You can hear the spam. He wants it back. He's not going to get it. Devi showing him how it's done. And PRX, they're clawing back into this after what was a near-on flawless start from Sentinels. Crowd wants it.
Yeah, starting to get behind them now. A run of 3 rounds. A really bizarre exchange here, but it's Mind Freak to find 2 on the back of this. Make that a 3rd onto Tens as well.
The fact he stuck around there after that smoke, the dog, the clear, everything, they still considered it. Very
Really heads up.
Jinxed.
Of course we've jinxed.
It's going to be a quiet cast. Anyway, back into this one. It looks like maybe a brawl begins now. Tens, remember that classic in hand, what he was able to do from here. That first glance back at him on the international stage certainly enamored a lot of us. But for now, no test. PRX show a little
I
presence.
think Tens is on the top.
Something still desperate for this opener. Zekin not going to give anything away, actually. Something wide swings onto the angle.
Hello.
Zekin to punish. Opener found here. Just resulting Tens posting up a little deeper here. Zekin already hitting preemptive rotation.
Oh, Monieto.
That's a bit down.
Oh no.
What a start from him into this one.
No.
Catch it Forsaken on the
No,
outside of the map. A whole new team born here for PRX. They needed a comeback. They needed that resurgence after the start, and they got it.
Fix it. Go fix it.
Sentinels.
Down the side.
No, go fix it.
That's a problem for Mind Freak. Got to be cautious now.
That's PRX.
Crest the corner.
Go PRX. Go PRX.
I like Sentinels.
Leaving second.
I like
all the
PRX.
trouble. Mon yet
It's
that
strong.
time. Puts his name up in lighter, but it's PRX.
PRX.
Tied scoreline, 4
PRX.
apiece.
PRX.
Sentinels.
PRX.
Sentinels.
PRX. PRX. Go PRX. Yes, PRX. Go PRX. Yes, the PRX. Yes.
PRX's struggle has been capitalizing on these times they can find, really having the confidence to go all in on these sort of plays. Perfect example here. Just at the right time as well to tie things up.
Mama, Mama.
just shattered the economy of Sentinels now, forcing them into a timeout. Time for the coach to check back in, see what's going on. What did they adjust? What did they do after that timeout? Total tempo shift. Great approach. You saw those small adjustments not quite landing. We're switching up here where Zelsa's maybe where Tens is. PRX looking lively now.
Benefit, a couple of ultimates coming online here. Good turnout today as well.
Absolutely. Very lively in the crowd. Always good to see the split between the two teams as well. A lot of Sen fans, a lot of PRX fans.
PRX favoured.
It did, it did.
It did.
Maybe the cameraman's finding them for now. We'll see if it turns around. But genuinely, PRX winning the hearts and minds of everyone, I think, over the last couple of years. Hard to not enjoy watching them, their story.
I mean, that's it. It's the age old, right? I still think they're the most entertaining team to watch, but also at the same time, they can be the most frustrating to watch.
Oh, I'm certain.
They can be the most heartbreaking to watch.
Yeah. Well.
Truly that any given Sunday team. Like I said, though, Operator back in hands for something. Bladestorm available, Seekers, the TP for Mindfreak. Plenty of tools at their disposal.
Come on, Sentinels.
Come on, Pixenels.
Sentinels.
Pixenels.
Sentinels.
No, I said Pixenels.
Sentinels.
Pixenels. Pixenels, go.
No, this one is PRX.
Operator. Could be a prized
PRX,
possession
go.
here.
This is Sentinels.
Gotta be careful to
PRX,
not give that
go,
over. Sheriffs,
PRX,
Ghosts, bits and pieces, a bucky or two.
PRX, go.
Baho mo, anak.
Yeah.
Actually,
PRX.
he's drawn the entirety of Sen. Now, this round, not the one to be calling the adjustment, really. To be too worried about is when the buy comes back in. That's when
PRX.
Sentinels
I like Sentinels.
No, I
I mean, Sassy would have been the only one to really
You like
contest
PRX?
Yes, they're
Okay.
strong.
Over towards B site here, slowly.
This is dead.
I think Sentinels will win.
From Sen. I mean, Zekken's one off the showstopper, a chance to really swing this back in their favour, but
No,
it's going to take an awful lot in a
No,
favour.
they will win.
Sentinels.
Overcommitment from PRX. We haven't seen that so
No.
far. Something they want to shut down Sassy finally.
His work on the operator has been divine.
hold up.
Second though, flies
Go,
through the air.
PRX. Go, PRX.
Line. Oh, you're doing a little bit of damage, but not quite enough to knock him over. Still standing, still breathing. PRX unaffected and Forsaken gonna find John Q2.
But I like Sentinels. Which one do you like?
Actually, PRX now
Which
a
one do you
full
like?
house of ultimates
PRX.
I like Sentinels.
and relying solely on these
PRX.
gunfights. And I'll be honest,
Bro, PRX is so
Sentinels.
strong.
control on
PRX.
this anti-eco here.
Let's go, Sentinels.
Something in a position to create some sort of threat.
Let's go, PRX.
And a
Beat
massive gap
them.
on the other side of the map.
No, Sentinels. Let's go. We win.
Sentinels really have a response to try and
No,
shut down this
PRX. Let's
operator
go.
breakup.
They win. Beat their ass.
Previously mentioned, showstopper in hand now for Zekken.
Come on, beat their ass.
We
Go,
will
go.
win.
Still have their
No,
ultimates to play
they
with.
will win because Moniak has a golden
Response
because
here
she
from
got
Sentinels.
a golden gun.
Golden gun?
The
Yes.
adjustment looking towards A.
Yes, Sentinels.
You noticed early on it was John QT here really layering Zelsis'
We
utility
will win,
very well.
Sentinels.
We
No
will
super
win,
fast. It's gonna come through
PRX.
PRX.
Go, PRX. Beat their ass.
Already see this rotation
Go,
coming
beat
through.
their ass.
Oh, this could be
Go,
a
go, go.
nice
No,
ult
yeah.
coming in. That
No,
should
no,
catch
no,
him
no,
there.
no.
They try and springboard off this. No, they flex a little towards that B side. Sassy's got to be careful.
Shoot
Moniak
them,
just
shoot them.
Working in the dark, couldn't see a thing. Gets caught by Zekken. The site, I don't want to call it safe because they can play back to it.
Stop na.
Already
Baka opening
lockdown
ka.
going to come in.
One,
This puts
two,
PRX
three,
under the gun a little
four.
now. Gonna have to pause.
Go, go, PRX. Go, PRX. Go,
Where that next flex
PRX.
point for PRX
I know
would
you
be,
can
and
do
is
it,
through that B
PRX.
site. Sassy confirms it. He
PRX.
knows he's close as well. Great work from PRX.
PRX, go.
Dismantling.
Oh,
my
PRX.
Oh, I thought he got away
Yes,
with that.
PRX.
Didn't quite do the damage he wanted.
No.
But Mindfreak's
Then
still
sis.
on the heels.
Yes, yes, yes.
Playing so slippery.
Go.
And they've gone back
Hit
towards it. They've got
tens.
that spike.
Hit tens.
PRX
Go hit tens.
fights in their
No,
spawn.
no, no. Oh, yes,
Rolling
yes.
He's off a touch. The Sassy now has to re-clear if he even wants a chance at this.
Yes, yes, yes. Go.
Something in Divide resetting now, plenty of utility available.
No.
Oh, something and Divide.
Oh.
Yeah, Trailblazer's going to come out very. Something swings onto the angle, and PaperX find their sixth. And this is the sort of round that, I'll be honest, has been lacking. At least the consistency of these sort of rounds. With it, there's 5 or 6 different things going on.
Yeah.
And PaperX are just placing question marks everywhere.
PRX are the strongest.
No tangible.
Yes.
Sentinels are the strongest.
No.
Beautiful shutdown from Mindfreak
PRX
as well.
are the strongest.
PaperX look really on
PRX are the strongest.
mechanically. I mean, that sounds silly to almost say it.
Yeah,
but
they are. PaperX are the
and
strongest.
we do this to the likes of Zekken, who's been having
Sentinels are
an
the strongest.
excellent tournament in my
PaperX
mind,
are
having
the
a really good performance. I
strongest.
mean, John QT as well, outstanding to the every single one of them are
PaperX
very
are the
solid.
best.
But a pace change potentially. Let's see what Monyet does with this. Has an opportunity to play this out, drawing a lot of eyes just towards him.
Yes,
Support is there, but the
PaperX, go.
spike's not committed.
PaperX, go. PaperX, go. PaperX, go.
Nearly catching.
PaperX, go.
Spam through on
PaperX,
the
go.
second here.
PaperX, go.
But have been rewarded time and time again for these sort of punishments.
PaperX, go.
Sentinels,
PaperX,
go.
go.
Sentinels,
PaperX,
go.
go.
Pull across the map,
Sentinels,
PaperX,
go.
go.
creating
PaperX,
opportunities
go.
for them.
PaperX, go.
Now looking to posture a little outside C. I mean, it's drawing Sentinels perfectly. I mean, look at the X-ray here for Forsaken. It's
Sentinels, go.
tens. This is the sort of thing that happened in the previous sets. Just didn't know where to stack. Completely misreading the situation. Well, I guess maybe not even misreading, but laying on pretty thick with the information they are given.
And Tens is noted. The only defender of the site gets found. He falls away. And of course, PaperX don't know the level of success they've
Yeah.
had. If anything, that could cost them because they're peeling away. Look at the positioning. Look at the
It definitely
minimap.
will. Yeah, with
30
Zelsis
seconds
drifting up this deep, it definitely is to their detriment now.
They had that A site on the platter and they didn't even know it, but they also don't know about Mon yet. They haven't spotted him yet. The utility didn't reveal him. That time it does, and now the position is given up. Well, should be given up. This man is stubborn in approach. And you can see why. Just punishing Sasi. And Sen looking flat on this retake so far. They need something to set them in motion, and that's it. That's what the doctor ordered. Sentinels taking back some of this site here.
No.
Didn't get affected, but Tens.
Nice,
Just
nice.
on the trigger, and Sentinels starting to deliver. Gonna get themselves up towards 5 here.
Let's go, Sentinels.
Some answers. But we saw that tragedy almost in motion.
Go.
Like, that site was ready for the taking, and PaperX didn't even know it.
And it's only spotting tens, which I guess they're identifying either Zelsis or John QT as the site anchors, but time and time again, we've seen them buddied up. It's them really stacking utility together. So the fact that they identify tens here with Mindfreak's TP, so they're almost victims
Wow,
of
success,
forcing everybody over towards C on the side of
pa naman ako isaw.
trying to catch a timing onto B, and like I said, Zelsis really going to be the threat in the backlines there, because he can confirm they haven't rotated all the way back through spawn.
Tayo mo.
And it's just, it feels like a different game every single round. You don't know quite what you're going to get here.
Naririnig
but
nila, baho.
early intent, going to be noted from something. Slipping a little further ahead, but a second to check on him. Catching him, just slipping through towards door. Good trade though, Monyet going to punish Tens. Does Zekken get to keep his life? He does this time. So still 2 on the site. And a 1-for-1 trade at the very start.
So switching things up and really digging their heels in now outside rubble. Contesting this space now, slowing PaperX's early round. New map here though. Zekken's actually repositioned in towards tree. Not been there previously. A possibility actually of comboing up here with Sassy. John QT elsewhere has found one. Zekken
Nice.
to find Mindfreak as well. Sentinels looking to tie things up for the half here, Lauren.
Yeah, looking rather likely. Devi, Monyet, at least they're going to get a heal, right? So it's him back towards fighting form. Still got the pain shell. Still got some bits and pieces to work with. Can he get played in? Sentinels thinking better of sticking around the site. Why let him hit that play? Why give him a chance? Respecting PaperX. Gonna maybe work back in
30
through
seconds
stairs. Do they catch the timing on this? Does the spike get planted safely? Monyet is trying to keep this plant safe. No response from CT. And then the shots, that's enough. That's raised the alarm bell. They swing back in, Devi's gone down. It's Monyet to try and do the impossible. 13 seconds, and the dream not gonna come true this time. Sen tying up the score, 6 apiece.
Nice.
Switching sides.
And almost a little strange to say, but beautiful
boys.
recovery there from Sentinels to get the last
Absolutely.
2 on the board. 6 in a row for PaperX. We're talking about the early timeouts, but this is another example where really able to adjust perfectly. Actually, that step up in tempo, in I guess aggression, really catching Sentinels off guard and finding some beautiful reads across the map.
Good job, John Cutie.
This is the level of game I think we both wanted to see. The best from both sides
Absolutely.
being shown here. High quality action on just the first half. I think Sideshow has something for us.
It may not have looked like it, but that was a pretty successful defense half by the numbers from Sentinels. And I want to walk you back to the bonus round to try to show you how it all got started. So as you can see, bonus, low weaponry happening here. And we take a look at what the game plan is. Nobody's heard anything around rubble, so they tap this out. There's only two options here. When you don't hear anything rubble, it means it's a trap play, or it means that they're playing passive.
It's
They
6
tap the
all.
door. It's certainly not a trap, otherwise that would have been baited. And I want to pause here
You
just
change
as we
diaper?
get to the second door opening and highlight the Killjoy utility. This KJ utility, not in a common spot. It's not to stop them getting infantry, it's to segment off something from the rest of the squad. So as we play this out, you'll see what the game plan is. John Cutie comes over for the fast rotate, and they know that this jet composition likes to prime dash and get into the site to break crossfires here. Celsius is not trying to fight it. They pop nano swarm, there's a snake bite.
Yes,
Look at the
Paper X,
timing.
go.
I will show you that again.
Paper
Look
X,
at
go.
the timing of this double swing to punish something, and the other duelist coming in at the same time. It could not have been
Why are you doing like that?
to shut down
Because I want to
something
move
Ammonia
forward.
to open things up. Good ante, got them started with a 4-0 lead, and with a slight
Why
recovery
are you
towards the
doing
end of
like
that,
an
this is
earthquake?
Sentinels in a good spot at a 6-6 half.
I want to move
on an
forward.
attack-sided map. So
Like
they've managed to do the
this.
work, they've
No,
put in,
stop.
and despite all of the best efforts of Paper X, they've found themselves in a decent spot. So
Like-
we'll see how the attack side goes. I'll send things back over to Pansy and iPod.
Paper X, do it, Paper X.
Thank you so much for that little reminder of how good some of these rounds have
Yeah.
been. You know, very much early in the series, it feels like this entire match
Paper
so
X,
far
I know you can do
feels you
this,
could
Paper
segment it in
X.
different ways and take
Paper
totally
X,
different things
you
away
can
from
do
it. So many
this,
ebbs and
Paper
flows to this series already, and we've only had one
Let's
half
go.
of the best of 5.
Paper
Great
X,
for
let's
Tree
go.
to
Beat the
into the
Paper
action.
X.
Is
Beat
it enough? 6 to 6.
Paper
Can
X.
Paper
Oh, I
X
like
hold on
Sentinels.
to this scoreline? Or is this enough
Beat
for Sentinels to close
Sentinels.
in now
No.
further on map 1?
Beat Sentinels, Paper X.
No, I like Sentinels.
Okay,
offside mine.
next is the
Sniffed out pretty
Sentinels
quickly
or
though
the
by Sassy.
enemies?
It's 6 all.
It'll be the whole
So
of
no one
Sentinels
is
red
winning.
alert now.
Is Paper X or the enemies?
Drifting back over towards rubble.
No,
And already 3
when-
members of Sentinels
if
ahead of
you
us.
are a
Beautiful time
Sentinels
for
fan,
Sentinels to
then
really find contact on Mount.
And if you're a Paper
Allow a little bit of
X
time
fan.
here. Forsaken got
Sentinels is
to
the
tread
enemy.
carefully here.
Yeah, he's on a platter, and I love
Now, the
Little
Sentinels
information,
is
that
the
fighter
enemy.
just tapping the
For
orb
you,
over there,
because you're a
drawing out that little
Paper
trap
X
plate. And the
Paper X
instant
are here pretty
response,
quick, though,
they
Lauren.
have responded very quickly. There's
Now,
3 on
let's go
CT,
to
make it
Sentinels.
4. They are going to go back in on this, so they want a brawl. They might just get one. Sent on the other side, going to eat the
Sentinels are the
paranoia, though they're in
enemy.
trouble. Here's that battle. 1-for-1 trade so far.
Sentinels are the enemy.
They swing around the side. Something goes down, but Mind Freak succeeds. And
enemies
down
Yes.
to 1 now. Mind Freak.
No.
That's 3. Needs another. They're
They're both low.
21 HP.
Oh no!
Mind Freak.
Yes, yes.
Second.
Paper
Again,
X.
Paper X
Yes,
first on the
Paper
second
X.
half
Yes.
here. Claiming the pistol, but that was just
Bye, bye,
No hesitation whatsoever from Paper X. Like I said,
No,
it was the
Sentinels.
perfect time for Sentinels to catch some level of contact over towards Mount.
beautiful work from Mind Freak.
But the fact that everyone's on the same page, Lauren, the call is made. And they're even here. Sentinels finding
Because I thought Sen had the perfect response, right? You had that little bit of a bait over, but the second that door swings, that paranoia Sen, all of that's flooded in. Brilliant. Run it A and then get what you thought was going to be the safety block. It wasn't the case. Somehow, Paper X beat them there. I mean, I guess they're called W Gaming for a reason. Quick as hell.
Paper X. Paper X.
Adjusted on the fly very nicely. But a buy back in.
Yeah, setups
Go
again. I'm curious
Paper
about how
X.
this continues.
Go Paper
through the
X.
buy rounds.
Go Paper X. Go Paper X. Go Paper X.
Solo anchor
Go
towards C.
Paper X. Go Paper X.
He's had a lot of
Go
stress in this
Paper
game
X.
already. Gonna note
Go
that.
Paper
Steps ahead
X.
of it. This is a
Go
really nice
Paper
reposition
X.
potentially.
Go
Goes
Paper
unsure.
X.
He's
Go
been spotted
Paper
now.
X.
They found him,
Go Paper
prying him
X.
out of position.
But he's alive so long. Look at the rotation come through.
They're almost here. The cavalry's on the way. Vazelsis could easily
Beat
get
Sentinels.
Give them
You
back.
can do this.
Oh.
For the first, but not the follow-up. Paper X. Answer back in kind, leaving just 2 with Sen. John QT and Zekken.
Bucky.
Right rough.
No satchels left for Zekken, so he has to hope somebody walks up to him.
Didn't catch on the flash, so maybe that position doesn't get fully
This could be
considered.
heartbreaking for something, though.
Getting so close here. Smoke goes in, plays Zekken a little closer.
Mind Freak's watching.
Does he go for this? It's all him.
No.
Too much to handle. Something was ready. Mind Freak was watching. It was perfect.
PRX fan, and PRX fans are the winner.
Instance of Sentinels looking for a force here at a pacey hit.
Bo is our side.
They find the side, the Forsaken's obviously stays alive so long there. Sentinels have to do a ton of work to dig him out of that position.
Bo is our
The
side.
benefit being as well, there's only one person on that side, so they don't even really get
I'm a Sentinels
big
fan.
upgrade from that. I think it was a Spectre that Forsaken brings
I'm a
into this.
PRX fan.
A rifle could have been a very different
I
situation.
like Sentinels.
I like PRX.
Bucky again here for Zekken.
PRX
SMG
is
and a
my
Sheriff
favorite
light
team
shields
in
for Sentinels.
Valorant. They are PRX team in Valorant are smarter.
Being just the utility to hold down the fort, but
Smarter
same
and
stack once again
awesome.
for
But
PRX.
the Sentinels are not smarter because they don't know how.
Just delete
Because when they're a kid, they don't know how to
He's still standing
teach.
though, and that's all that matters.
To teach killing.
That's going to allow the plant
in
a
Valorant.
Bucky and a couple satchels, and they basically get to clear.
They don't know
Forsaken.
now. They don't know now. They don't know how to
The
kill
pressure
them.
was under last time, as
Oh,
his
yes,
survival
yes,
was
yes,
the
yes,
impressive
yes,
part.
yes.
Now, do they have what it
Yes,
takes
yes.
to withstand this
Yes,
retake, though?
Sentinels.
You've got a Bulldog, yes, with 10s. You've got that
Sentinels
Bucky,
are
you've got a
back.
barely alive Zekken, a Stinger on Sassy, and a
PRX,
couple of classics.
go. Let's go,
On the other
PRX.
side,
PRX,
rifles in
let's
play.
go.
Zekken might have played in again here.
What?
I have another chance, something though. Knows better. Thinks ahead. 1-for-1 trade out. Players still favourable towards
PRX,
Sen. Still
go,
having
go,
numbers here. One yet gonna take away
PRX.
10s. Something looking to springboard back in. They've got to deal with CT here. They've got to try and
go,
clear
go,
it. There's so many
go.
players there though. And Sentinels digging their heels in. Diffuse taken away. Oh, John QT!
Nice, nice, nice.
Against
Done.
the odds. Sentinels, a Bucky, and a bit of a dream. It's enough to get themselves back in the game.
Those light shields enough to sustain it. Round 3 flip. I mean, it feels like here as well, there's a real chance the Sentinels get locked back out of this site in the post plant. So many bodies stacked up, and only Zekken with the Bucky up close. Luckily, the utility running things down, and John QT finding 2 crucial kills.
PRX, go!
Progress and give something to Brainstorm.
I'm your favorite, bro.
And it's something. So you know he's not going to be sitting back. He wants in. Going to press the corner just.
Ton of space cleared and crucial information here.
But do they go back through? They're going to re-clear this. They've taken the space away again, but still they have to deal with something.
The alarm bot over towards Rubble was an indicator that Sentinel's going to leave that space open. But they are poised outside it.
PRX are here, and they are here in numbers. They've left something with the weight of the world on towards C, and they've stacked with the lesser weapons. The scraps that they could gather, and look at this trap that's been set. Devi could do some damage here. Only get 1 and 6.
Nice, nice.
They take the challenge and clear 'em out, and the site is going to be theirs. Plants away. So something. How much can one
Sentinels.
man do?
Sentinels are now better.
4 targets. Time soon to be against him as well.
Spike planted.
Sentinels,
With 2
go,
smokes to
go,
work with.
Sentinels, go.
Does he get
You
that
said
first
you
kill?
like paper.
Absolutely not.
But
Sassy,
PRX
good
are
old
not
that make
dead.
sure no naughtiness comes into play, and the scoreline
PRX are now not
as close as
smart.
ever.
But no one.
PRX are now not smart.
Operator
PRX
back in
are
hand
not
now for something. Blade Storm
smart
out of the way.
anymore, Dad.
Showstopper
Sentinels
available
are
as well
winning.
for PRX.
Well,
A
it's
couple of ultimates coming
0-0.
online for
It's like
Sentinels as
easy.
well. They've got a
dead
grasp
even,
now
you see?
after
It's
swinging
even
round
score.
3.
Then they're gonna win?
Decent buffer in terms of the finances as well with that round flip.
No.
No, only one will win, not both.
Lockdown being a key
They
part
will
of this
both
as well.
win because Sentinels and then
Yeah, I mean,
PRX
PRX are just
have
running
the
this
board
time and
name
time
8-8.
again. Clearing the space towards Rubble, retrieving this orb,
They have the same names, 8-8.
backing out, and
Because they have the same
this time something
names.
going a little deeper actually.
Hiroshio
Much deeper,
Teta.
in fact.
But the problem still persists.
Let's
Forsaken
go.
still
No!
best he can. maybe just try and keep control to CT. You know, you're not going to be able to take on 5 and send flooding your site, but you've got to try and pick somewhere to hold on to. It looks like CT is the case. An attempt to get Forsaken once in. Oh, that's stunning. And look at it! Forsaken! Clear sight himself! That's obscenity! What is going on? PRX looking lethal! And the plant not in place. Lockdown going to come in. And now there's problems. Where the hell is that coming from? Tens is going to have to do some miracle
He can
work
TP
here.
out.
Show me what you got, Tens.
Something's already going. He's already onto this.
The chosen one himself, Tens
Yes,
in 1v.
Bo is our side.
Look at the pace. Something was quick to this.
Is that our
No.
Not good enough for Tens. He couldn't do it then. Forsaken.
now? Yeah.
Magnificent in holding that, playing back through on the tap of that spike.
I mean, both Mindfreak and Monya getting 2 ridiculous kills here. Monyet's off the first ping. And this as well, Sassy just left out in the open here. See as well, I'm not even sure. Actually, that is wild.
Oh.
I'm not even sure when the Vipers pick can see there. One of our Sentinels are thinking Sassy's going to be in a little pocket of that. Really unfortunate timing, if so.
Do we have this one? Back into play by something. I'll just say though, Mindfreak's the one having an absolute belting performance here as well. On the other side, Zekken. Superstar levels of impact so far. Everyone else having a solid game, gotta say it. But again, that stack, do they try and disrupt this? Do they put more towards this, or do they accept that this side of the map is under PRX control?
Yes. Bo is our side. Bo. When did you say no?
Splits, Mike. This is crazy to me. It's working.
Real faith in the C-site retake, and I mean the Des was highlighting this. Really, you don't want to be there to entertain Zekken on the entry for C-site because he's lethal.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, this time around, there's not even a trip on C. It's just the cam. There's a cam and a cage.
No, you can both. Wait, they both. Aw, man.
Don't want to
The Sentinels will win.
really entertain a brawl outside C.
Is the Sentinels will win?
Well,
Well, no,
PRX
Sentinels
is
really are going to start digging a little deeper. We saw it on their round 3 force-up.
Pointing up?
See, they're 9.
Certainly we think this feels almost too easy. Where the
What is the 8?
Where's this coming
What is
from?
the 8 number?
Seeker's going to be coming in now. This could be the chance to start
What is
turning
the
the
8
screws a little.
number?
Paranoia posted, but this plays in
What is
Mindfreak.
the
If anyone
8
pushes too far,
number
not the case.
for Valorant?
Sentinels is
Still
8.
ticking, and no casualties yet to be
PRX is 9.
made. Mon the first to
Then
really
what
step
is
towards
the
the site.
9
Isolate
number
to find
from-
something delivers as well.
from
Clear
the-
back through looks concise.
from the-
Zaz is on the back lines though. Now feeling the pressure.
Plant's not good for this.
Wait, can
I
they
mean,
not
the-
see this? Not yet.
They're
Finally
both
gets taken
free
off this
now.
one, but it is just in a 1v2. A chance, but it slips between his fingers.
Yes.
I know it.
I think John QT sends a snake. I just caught it before the camera switched.
Why
Yeah,
does
snake
why
back
the
comes onto the
Sentinels
spike.
keep
Just at
winning?
the same time, Sentinels
That's
find
very good.
crucial kills.
Now I like Sentinels.
That felt awkward because everybody on site just folds here.
No, no.
PRX again demonstrating confidence in this retake on C. And really the pinnacle of this being coming out of B, catching a timing on the door. Yeah, Sassy. A sigh of relief almost there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you. Sentinels will die.
Timeout for PRX.
Get
Enough of a
Sentinels.
statement made back from Sen that they feel like they've got to get a bit of a grip back into this game, Mike.
Get
15 rounds between
Sentinels.
timeouts for
For
PRX. Alex
Sentinels.
felt pretty
Get
good about what's going on.
PRX.
He's saying obviously
Stay
usually it's
PRX.
only
Watch the game outside.
hitting the panic button when it feels or sounds like the boys are running out of ideas or, I don't know, getting a little frustrated.
Okay, let's go.
I guess generally happy with how this gone, and rightfully so, PRX have
Watching inside.
up a damn good performance so far in the opening rounds here in the second half.
But is this the breaking point, right? Is this where Sen start taking over the game? Starting to feel it out a little bit more, starting to read it well. And again, those unorthodox holds that PRX were depending on, I'm wondering if they go back to that or if this is one of the adjustments, that 4-1 almost.
But the other side of that is I'm curious how much Sentinels have actually figured out on the other side of this. I mean, Forsaken's just kind of playing off the spy cam, looking for a wallbang with the Odin. Like I said, allowing Zekken to take all of this space for free. We haven't seen Sentinels, other than that round 3, dig a little deeper, pushing into spawn, taking that space even further.
I'll find you.
Regardless, though, Scope in hand for something. 2 Sheriffs, a Guardian, an SMG to round things out here for PRX.
And it is that 4-1 again. Not so fast this round, as we do still see that kind of forced up purchase to an extent. Well, a half buy really. The B site completely absent of any resistance. So Sen going to take the space given to them, get themselves a plant. And I love this late lurk. John QT is becoming such a fun player to watch. Now, whether or not he gets away with much here is yet to be seen, but let's find out. Steps away, he does. Again, always a backline threat, always that last line of defense as well. Exceptional at it. And this time, tricky. Those lighter weapons to really find much bite here for PRX. Yeah, dealt with Zekken. Not gonna let them close. Beautiful, clean, flawless round for Sentinels. And we've got to see what the adjustment is now for PRX.
Really well handled. I think maybe that is indicative of figuring out exactly what the setup is on the other side of PRX, because walking into B site on an anti-eco feels a little uneasy, Lauren.
Dicey.
Sentinels feeling that maybe PRX are leaning on these stacks. I don't know if that's full confirmation. We have seen Forsaken holding down B previously, sitting behind this trip. But we do see a bit of a switch up here. I don't know if maybe this is on the back of some utility being placed, but Forsaken and something over towards C here. Sentinels won't be there to greet it initially.
And how do PRX read that as well? Because John QT just got noted. Is that going to be, okay, it's just John QT, or oh, there's more to it? Now, I'm waiting to see this contact on the B side from the utility, but...
Seeing this makes me feel like Sen have actually read that B is the gap.
Looks like it, right? They've not particularly sprung that quickly. They've taken a moment or two, so you will have Monyet very close by. The paranoia is really good. That couldn't have been closer. And look at the gap close from Zekken. Played into motion.
I mean, Monyet was out as well here.
He didn't need to go back in until he'd maybe come out of that blind. And again, Zekken just played in again. This guy is just, as said, it's not just his mechanical capability, it's the team playing him in time and time again. Full faith in what he can do, and rightly so. It looks like PRX are hitting a brick wall here, Mike.
2 rounds now where B has been their downfall. Pretty late on in the half. Need to see a switch up here. Forsaken and Divide just looking to try and hold on to these weapons. Sassy might just yet figure out where Forsaken is. Needs to dip away now, but might even get caught by Zelsis. All right, Forsaken good for it.
Okay.
Very good for it.
All right, well.
Oh. Well.
Well.
He was pretty good for it.
Yeah.
And then everyone dies.
What's the money going to be like? I'm kind of interested if they can get a full purchase for PRX. Obviously,
I mean,
Sen are great.
Yeah, 3 people are going to be able to get a rifle here for PRX, but another round where Sentinels identify, or seemingly have identified the gap here, the weakness. Unfortunately, this is the round where, the previous round, sorry, is where we saw something in Forsaken looking to really try and absorb one of these C-site hits and put a little bit of resistance on the way in.
Maybe trying to play him in a touch earlier here. And Sen, this time, deciding to go towards that A site. First time we haven't seen that stack in play. Sen's going to start investing the smokes. One towards top side, CT. Clearing towards tree, it's Pacey. Sen, PRX are here, Monyet is screwed! How is he alive that long? But Zekken again! His name just constantly up in lights, and Tens wants in on the action. Demolishing PRX so far. Mind Freak though, still with an opportunity. 2v2, making a 2v1. Tens just going around the world, leaving it all in Forsaken and Zelsis' hands.
Spike's down in tree though, so Forsaken resets it. Zelsis has to try and dig him out of this spot, Lauren.
How does he play at this time? It's a good amount of time to play with here. 45 seconds. Zelsis takes a look close. Any of these corners could contain a threat. Forsaken getting interested now. Spike back in hand in 30 seconds. Zelsis really toying with the timing here. And considering that cam check, that's maybe implying he lost track, but now springs the trap. Forsaken just plays it out so well. Zelsis may be thinking he had a window there. He absolutely didn't.
A must-win for PaperX, but doesn't really solve the financial issues. Going to be struggling here in the purchase, potentially the utility behind it, but a beautiful Red Bull clutch here for Forsaken. Patient, composed, forcing the hand of Zelsis. A chance here for PaperX to tie things up. Showstopper on the other side for Zekken. Monyet does have his as well, but only a Guardian in hand for him. There's 2 Bulldogs to round this out. Talk about being a little concerning in terms of the economy here. That is the knock-on effect.
There's a lot of pressure, potentially on Monyet here, if they do continue along this pathing.
Look at the adaptations as well from PaperX on the minimap. Completely different setups here.
And that early flash kind of indicated they might want to follow this sort of route. So again, Sentinel's trying to keep
Sassy
PaperX boxed in here, yeah.
The dog didn't see him.
Oh,
he still wins that!
How does he win those? And now they respond. They know it's going to be towards A. You can see them trying to and get towards the side. And oh, one on the other side. Who comes out top? It's Zekken! Of course it is. But the pivot, look at where Sen are going. Something is here. TP back again.
Fake.
Oh, it's just breaking ankles. Ten's going to get the plant, though. He's behind the wire. He's almost in enemy territory. He's banking on Zekken to keep him safe, and he does. Does he decide to reveal where that plant is yet? Smoke gonna go up, they're so close by.
This is mind games from Sen. The TP
Look,
coming through.
they're pushing.
They're pushing the smoke.
There's 2 players. Tens stands tall, gets 2. Oh, Sentinels playing out of their minds here.
The kings of misdirection, Lauren.
Absolutely.
You can see the pressure building for PaperX. Question marks over Tens' whereabouts. No plant coming through. And Sentinels just freeze and cut sound.
30 seconds left.
You can't even really fault PaperX. They're still here for when the spike is tapped.
Yes.
You can see the confusion on the face of Device, almost like, what the hell's just happened?
And now they got to pretty much face the music on map 1 with very little to bring in. 1 rifle on Forsaken, the ult on something, but everything else is odds and ends. It's from the scrap drawer in the kitchen. This is rough, but they're trying to get aggressive, and maybe this is what PaperX needed. Oh, just deathmatch, just a bloodbath, and they're still doubling down. Stassi holds him away. Defy! The triple aggress. What is this team?
He can heal something as well.
And he's back. Sitting pretty, but the Clutch King himself, John QT, ain't got it in him. PaperX with the most PaperX round you've ever seen.
I was talking about the other round being a must-win.
Look at that.
PaperX just throw everything at the back line of Sen.
And when you think it's over, they go again. When you think, oh, that's got to be it, they'll fall back, they'll play safe. No, they absolutely don't.
Beautifully done. The 11th hour of map 1 here.
Timeout.
Sentinels pump the brakes.
You can never count them out, can you, PaperX? No matter the odds, no matter the buy, no matter the round, no matter anything, there is always a chance. But Sen still sit at 12, Mike. They've pumped the brakes here, timeout.
They do, and they've got the benefit now of obviously that previous comfort, I guess, across the last 4 or 5 rounds where they're actually still in a position to purchase it. A couple of key ultimates available as well. The lockdown, in the hands of Zelsis, Sassy. So with the Nightfall, so you could argue a slight advantage here. PaperX aren't necessarily swimming in credits either.
No.
I mean, Monyet's going to be struggling. A Bulldog here in the hands of Forsaken.
Give you goosebumps this sort of round.
It's map 1, man.
This is map 1 of best of 5. This is just ridiculous. OT or map 1 win. That's it. That's it. We got ults. We got a decent-ish purchase. Functional. 2 more seconds. I want OT.
Where are you?
I want to go the distance, but you know what? This game, I'm happy whichever way it goes. But for now, Sen take their time. An early test towards A, but no commitment, and a look back towards C, but there's players up here.
Ten's looking to get a little weird here, potentially.
The back of the smoke. There we go. Paranoid. The ult this early as well. I think it only caught one of them. Mind Freak falls away. No, he caught both. Tell a lie. And no way did Monye win that fight. Sassy clearing house though. Seaside on a platter.
Flank's coming in though
Oh
early.
my God,
Sassy's reading it. He's made
But
noise.
it's something out of anyone. Why is it this man who can absolutely turn rounds around? Gonna take down Zelsis. Sassy wanted to avenge, wasn't given the chance. It's a 3v3, and they're here now. They're ready for this. Forsaken in CT, joined by Device, still a Flash, the dog, and all of the good stuff. Something closing the gap. Oh, and Forsaken just walks in, knocks down the door. The plant's in though. John QT and Sassy, he's seen both of them. Something, he's closing the gap. They're closing in, but the swing back. Sassy, John QT, they won the fight. Oh, and something goes above and beyond for PRX this round. He's up, he's out of his chair, and we are going OT.
What a way to kick this best of 5 off, Lauren. Like I said, PRX in the 11th hour. A couple of beautifully constructed rounds.
Never down, never out. There is something about this side, PRX, because Sen looked teed up. They started to get that run building. They started to get that read. They were in this. It was looking like Sen were going to tip that scale. That start was excellent. And then the flank from something. We're in OT. Of course we are. Map 1, by the way. Just a reminder, if you're just tuning in, we're
On the door of 30 now.
Oh, he's had a
Having a
belting
beautiful map, yeah, and something really, really bubbling up the last few rounds. Sentinels back on the defense now.
Hey, but Tens has been no slouch either. Keep in mind, he's been getting a little warmer throughout this game. And the early glance towards that C site has drawn a massive response.
Celsius back in.
Remember the fakes,
Good
Mike?
call, yeah, a trademark position here. Apex with 3 outside B, going to try and explore with the spy cam. So he can just leapfrog in. They get that trip down outside B. It was a late round piece. It's something here to try and destroy some of this utility and pull the rotation of Sen once again. Almost punished here, Zelsis. A little bit of damage, but no confirmation of anybody else here. And Sentinel still with 2 players over this side. It's only drawn John QT.
Yeah, there's still 2. Tens being one of them. Zek and here, the heavy hitters, the big 2, the 1-2 punch, the Sentinels, and there they go, lining up the kill feed. You just don't want to face him right now. Monstrous hold from Sen.
Was that the 4th or 5th flawless we've seen so far? And they're in rounds where PRX absolutely run it down at Sentinels. They withstand these sort of executions time and time again. This kill is just outrageous from Tens.
God damn. God damn, that's so good.
I mean, again, I guess the MO there from Sentinels is just stop rotating, because we saw it really, really punish them a few times.
Right.
On the regulation half, but...
No 4-1 stack here this time either, so another adjustment from PRX. We saw them struggle on this side a little more. What do they do with it now? Sen taking an air of caution. Rightly so, it's PRX on the other side. And that 3-play stack is walking John QT. Are you ready for what's around that corner? Deep flash. Notes him, but doesn't know where. That's going to call back all eyes. It's a fight in spawn once again. The round that nearly kept PRX alive. Tens go on to fight 1 second on the follow-up again. The headliners unable to stop succeeding. And now you look towards where they lean. Where do Sentinels take this?
Just play Mind Freak, kid. You've got the paranoia to work with. Still 2 trips. Forsaken alive and kicking on B side, so the benefit of this utility is still here. How much of it gets removed here, actually, from Zekken?
The TP is obscene. He let it pass! Do not let Zekken pass! You've got to know better! The man's a mechanical monster, and now it's just Devi to face the music. Map 1 on the line here. Sentinels looking large and in charge in OT. The time singing their song. How much can he do here? Sassy, Zekken, John QT, Zelsis waiting for that pixel to show that player to swing. And it looks like Zelsis will be the first to spot it. The follow-up not gonna happen. wraps this map up in a bow. Beautiful performance.
Every single day he's looking more and more like the MVP, and with performances like that to kick off a best of 5, you've got to be so happy to have him on your team. 8 opening kills for him. Absolutely ridiculous.
Heroics from that man, and it was still OT. That says something. If you're having Zekken putting up 32 kills, 10s on 25, you had those 8 first bloods, all of the good stuff. What a map to start with. Don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, it's Jimmy Lin. In this series, I'm going to walk you through attack on Pearl. Watch out for the stairs, clear this angle. You're going to be able to fight this.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Hey guys, I'm standing right now with Kaplan from Sentinels. Congratulations on that first map. You guys actually fought this roster just a few months ago, I believe. How different do they feel now?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, they're the same team identity they had back in December. They're a very scrappy, very aggressive, emotional team. They can throw us off. And I think against them, it's all about being unfazed. When you get punched, punch them back and just stay steady going, even when they do some stuff that could shake you. The big thing is that the last time we played them, it was a much smaller tournament, an off-season tournament. Now it's the losers finals of Masters Madrid. So it's just a test for the guys to have the same resolve despite the context. And I think they're doing a great job. They're getting there, and a BO5 is a really nice opportunity to work on that.
Definitely, and eager to see more of that action. So let's get back into the game.
Well, Sentinels, they get themselves on the board after map 1, but at what cost and how tough was it for them? I'm back here with Sideshow and Tom as we listen to this great tune.
It kind of reduces the seriousness of the moment.
The tension
it's like
cut.
such a tense map,
Yeah.
and then it just cuts to the music.
Wait, was it tense or was it electric and silly? I mean, that's
I honestly thought you were going to say, was it tense or
Tens.
tense?
Yeah.
I was about to leave.
No, of course not. I would never do that to you.
I would. So it was tens sometimes, Zekken most of the times. But yeah,
It was
did you guys expect it to be that close?
I think any time where you get PRX being that close to Sentinels, but Zekken puts up 32 kills, it's actually a good sign for PRX, especially considering you in particular and Kakuka were not feeling great about their chances on Lotus overall.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at the aim lab shoot around real quick, where we're checking in on Zekken. Tom, I mean, if he hadn't dropped 32 kills, you would think maybe the result would be a bit different.
But that's the thing. I feel like PRX expected him to be utterly cracked on the seaside. They were even playing retake a lot of the time, just giving it up completely. But you even just look at that last round where he just explodes it to the site and just immediately kills a player who's waiting for him to be there. He had a truly unbelievable performance, and as you said, if it wasn't for him, they lost that map.
Yeah, remember that this is one of the players we're talking about as being potentially best in the world, but we're about to go into Ascent, and that's where Zekken tends to play Jet. This year, on maps where Sen play Jet instead of Raze, they are 1-7. So that is really low in terms of the win rate, but it's also because they haven't put as much time into Ascent, Icebox, Breeze. They've been their bans, apart from Ascent, which they've normally floated. So this is kind of in the middle of the map pool, but another opportunity for Zekken to show up.
Yeah, thankfully, 2 of them already gone. So
yes.
That's the one good thing, is that PRX kind of helped them out a little bit. It's also the map, though, that I feel like there's the best chance for PRX to truly be dominant. I think they've got a really kooky comp. It's one that they have a lot of set executes that's really sort of cool for them to play around. And also, although it's been something that's floated, it hasn't actually gone very well for Sentinels at all.
Yeah.
I mean, is this where we feel like maybe PRX can level even the playing field here after, especially what happened on map 1?
Yeah, definitely. I think their players look hot, right? The fragging that you're seeing coming out of them is really strong. They're finding good timings and putting pressure on Sen. On a map where Sen look a little weaker, where Zekken's not going to be giving you as much star power, I think his opping is
something will.
Yeah, and something absolutely will. If you want to talk about the op head-to-head, something's got that every day of the week. That's the one part of Zekken's game that he's talked about trying to get up to speed at the same level. Whereas
okay, Dad.
10 out of 10 on
which one do you like?
Well, we heard from
Sentinels or
Coach Kaplan already. Let's
PRX?
see what Coach Alex
Sentinels.
You said a while ago you like PRX.
I like Sentinels now.
Why?
So that was a really tough map. We saw the boys struggling for the first few rounds, and then around round 4 or round 5, I believe, things started to turn around and they started to pick up momentum. So what do they use here? What needs to happen, or what changed there that got the ball rolling?
We have the silent side.
Started really strong, flawless us twice. So that was a problem for our economy already. We paused just to calm down a little bit. I think I had a bit of a discussion with Jason, just so that we could refine our approach, and I think it worked for a while.
All right, well, let's see if they can find that approach again in map 2.
A little smile from Alex there. Yeah, maybe they're confident ahead of map 2.
it seemed like a wry smile to me. Like, yeah, I mean, we played well for a while, but we weren't able to close it out.
I mean, it was OT on a map that they weren't expected to win. But as we take a look at the agent select that's about to come up, Tom, talk me through this kooky comp that you were alluding to.
Well, they play a lot of agents that ultimately most other teams don't play. A Raze in itself is a little bit odd, but I do quite like the combinations they're able to bring out of that Fade and Gecko, make things a little bit more awkward for opponents. But the way that the Gecko's played, it's basically a second duelist anyway. The way that something's going to be roaming the map, causing problems Sentinels with the operator. And other than that, it's not really too crazy over on the Sentinel side.
Yeah, Sen, they're playing a default comp. Everybody's strong on the roles that they're on, but it's not a map that they've put that much work into or found that much success. Look at it, 50% win rate on defense. That's actually not great for a Sen. And they've got to hold back the tide of PRX. That's going to be difficult, especially when ults start getting online.
Yeah, we haven't seen their ascent just yet in this tournament. They are already on the map, 1-0 up in the lower finals, but it's not over just yet. Here's Pansy and Hypok to take you guys through map 2.
Yeah, we've got a lot to be seeing here, Mike. I mean, map 1 was exceptional, right? OT off the very get-go. I don't think anyone is upset by that.
An appetizer, hopefully.
Truly. Don't, because then what if it goes terribly wrong now? What if it all...
I've spoken.
Yeah.
I've spoken now.
Yeah, you brought it into existence, but do you agree with the desk here? Is this an opportunity because of those adjusted roles, potentially with Sentinels? Where do you stand on this?
I mean, I still feel like this should lean in favor of PRX. I think they found success that's really going to reward them versus Sentinels, but the switch up here leans towards Sentinels, probably playing more towards a little bit of a retake approach. Just looking actually setting up this. I mean, PRX are walking straight into this here. The contact found. Zelsis going to throw the flash out, but actually does find the kill. One yet will fall. Paranoia in response, but not found out yet. Another 2 classic kills for Zelsis.
Yeah, the guy knows what's up. Pistol arrow out there. And now, what do they do with this? The fight in middle continues. John QT already addressing the presence.
Down mid.
Forsaken's in, well, a little bit of a pickle, really, isn't he? What to do? He clears the first. Second needed to be clean. He gave it a damn good go there. But first will be found by Sen. And I wait with bated breath, Mike. This game feels like I'm not sure how this shakes down on this map.
The confident pistol round from Sentinels nonetheless. Yeah, at this one I'm convinced his classic does hit different.
Has he been, like, he's been trying to help us. He's been trying to help us the whole time.
You can see me there. Okay.
See a couple of sheriffs thrown in here for PRX. One's a Forsaken. Actually, Devi, yeah, thinking better of it.
Cover going out.
Only going to be the one to work with here. Ten's forced back early. Orb retrieved here for PRX. They might just try and throw caution to the wind here. Try and get themselves onto A side. Ten's with the opener here, though.
Yep, no threat.
Struggling, yeah, initially, but Flash coming through a little bit too late there.
Let's see if we can do any damage really for PRX. Doesn't look like it now, considering how the round started there. Right place for Sentinels. Good positioning, deeper smoke as well. They've got all they need. Even getting a plant's going to be very tricky considering the utility. You know, you're looking at the silver linings.
Yeah, they're walking late into the KJ setup here.
John QT has been, I've got to say, such a
phenomenal
for this side. Yeah, really safe pair of hands. Very, very solid in what he does. Probably just going to get classicked here, but, you know, obviously cast a curse, but he has been very solid.
One enemy.
Oh,
surgical.
Yeah, PRX did only have those pistols, looking for silver linings, and there were none to be found. This time around, though, they will come in with weaponry, Mike.
Another flawless to start off a map. Give Sentinels a cushion once again. See what happens here. I mean, the Guardian really the only threat here for Zekken, whether he's going to look to play aggressive here. Quite close to the Blade Storm already, only 3 away.
Where are they?
Spike not committed from PRX, so I think they're going to try and retrieve this orb, maybe.
Where are they?
Sniff out any aggression, but not going to come through. Nobody posted up close enough with these SMGs to really cause a threat. Wow, to say that, Flash comes through. Ten's nearly rewarded, but caught on the wall a little bit there. Mindfreak, got to be careful. The drone's coming through.
He's been spotted there. How telling would that be?
Lucky, actually, the Zekken's not posted up with that.
Yeah.
Moment there where Mindfreak's seemingly not aware of the drone coming.
Getting all this attention towards A, but I'm just keeping my eye on that spike. When I see that start moving, then I start paying more attention. But something, let's try and build control towards tree, at least kind of test what's on the other side, keep them present, try and disallow that rotation, but it is drawing in Zekken towards middle. It's going to hear all of this info going. That is probably the goer for John QT to hit the rotation button as well. PRX looking like that B-lean's coming in. It's going to be on Sassy on the site. John QT probably CT. And Zekken, depending on where he goes, probably market. The cross going to be made. Spike going to be heading through. Sassy, headshot not enough. The site is going to be there, so plant on the way.
Finally stabilizing now. PRX will find the plant. Only Mind Freak outside of this, though. A couple of players still playing. Actually, a re-clearance towards mid from Sentinels. Looking to maybe just stack up for exits, honestly.
Could do. Still got that paranoia on 10s as well. Could be nice to maybe catch a couple with that.
I mean, with where John QT's utility is, the turret and spawn, the alarm bot out towards Pizza here. There's still pressure coming through, though. Paranoia sent.
Yep. And it's Mind Freak who's going to have to deal with what's coming. Zekken still sharp as ever. He's got a follow-up as well. They're trying to make a quick dash for it to get out of danger. 10's trying to turn up as well. Wait. Time.
It's past them,
Time's gone.
It's everybody falling except Monyet here.
Yeah, that's if they can exit with those weapons too, that's huge.
You're not named.
No, Monyet can at least deny the weaponry that could have fallen into the hands, but it's cost PRX nearly everything.
Indeed, you'll see. I mean, light shield and a rifle available for a couple of members here, but utility going to suffer.
Hey, Buzz, let's go. What is that car?
Yeah, look like they were just going to.
Bro, let's go.
What was that second kill?
Get money, yo, stick.
Find something, I believe, inside the smoke with the headshot. Will give Zekken the Blade Storm. But Monyet also a couple of exit kills here. We'll find the showstopper.
Come on, this is just fire.
Obviously,
no one can see me, but I'm still
map.
in the car.
There's time to start seeing what PRX can do. Purchase in the
car.
hand. See if 10 can get away with
don't
this
know.
one. No, he cannot. Monyet gonna put him away. Zekken gonna try and pick up the slack a little there.
Kill blood.
Looking to be planted.
Oh no!
Themselves ready. Zekken trying to punish, stuck around as long as he could. Bro, right back to the action though. They know he's close by, but can't do much to dissuade his positioning as it stands. And there's the swing! And there's the punish! This guy is just something else! Sassy clearing the back lines. And what a sweep, Mike.
Beautiful from Zekken, and Sassy somehow off screen finds 3 kills. I guess lined up in front of Jen here. A little bit of a head scratcher, but I mean that was with the free entry found from Monyet showstopper.
No, this is not incredible.
You spoke about it on map 1.
Not much of a lip reader, but I think I got that one.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll tell you after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can mute your mic.
No.
We can pick up later. Sentinels or PRX?
Yeah, early timeout for PRX, and again, maybe an indicator of these sorts of timeouts where Alex is hearing something or feeling as if they've got a total misread on the situation.
Yeah.
And wants to keep that in check early on.
So I think a lot of people, if you're looking at the map, Paul would have said Ascent is one that it's not terrible for Sen. You know, it's not going to be something that's instantly like your mind, but it's certainly not a strong point.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not when you go brilliant. You know, it's the split of there. You know, or maybe even Suns. It's not like that. It's not into that I guess cusp. So this was a decent opportunity.
I don't know, Josh was sitting this right on the desk, obviously 1 and 7 on maps that Sentinels played yet on. This is the start he won from Zekken.
Yeah.
If this is one of the ones that you struggle with the Jet composition, if he's starting 9 and 1,
not bad.
You are gleaming.
Yeah, might be a bit screwed going forward, but I mean, Monyet doing quite nicely on the other side too. 5-3, not exactly as much of a highlight in that regard, but not exactly absent either. Devi and Mind Freak get to really warm into this one. It's not been a good start for PRX, but timeout comes in.
Let's go.
See if they get their heads in the game here. Sentinels playing in Zekken again. They are trying to prop this man up, and rightly so. The paranoia being considered to be sent down. Be Monyet on the receiving end.
Considering the
double satchel on the top there.
Crazy.
Forsaken.
No one will shout me, bro.
Trying to find some space on
no
short,
one will
Sentinels
like
looking to be
me.
clear here, or proactive.
What
I should
is
say.
this,
Something
bro?
with the clothesline.
Get off in my face.
Monyet dives in!
bro.
PRX, the second you think they're
Pussy.
trying to slow down the pace a little.
Pussy.
Go without some control. Hunter's Fury instantly invested. Trying to do some serious damage to Vi, gonna fall. Recovered weapons in hand though, and the planted food. What would Sassy and John QT do? Crash back underway. Struggling on the steps. But it's Forsaken to find John QT. Oh, mind freak! You can't do it! Oh, dear me. PRX, this team, born entertainers.
It's in their blood already.
Look at this.
It's just.
Said you like. Said
I mean,
you
here,
like,
kind of like Zekken's classic, to
Literally,
be honest, just
literally.
full sprinting.
Said you like
A
paper.
MasterCard thrifty here.
No, I don't like it. I just don't like
A hint of
Sentinel,
emotion.
bro. Are
Just
you
a hint.
listening?
That was the plan all along.
Why?
I think that just like
Yes, Sentinels.
But can they repeat it? Wait, tens. Where are we going, tens?
Doesn't even matter. Just a little
Did you forget who he is?
You don't know.
Tens with two.
Bro, I just stepped up, bro. And you don't.
Oh, Zekken just
But
wants
the
back.
thing
This
is,
is
there
gonna be
are
a buy, I
graphic
swear.
things.
This just goes completely up in the air.
Sentinels are the perfect thing, but Sentinels are the smartest thing.
Divine mind
You
freaks
ever
walking
know
through
what?
the ruins
Who's
of
the
the shroud. Like,
person
what the hell just
that's everything likes 7 viewers inside? Yes.
There's going to be
I
any
like
sort of
Sentinels.
recovery in this round. Sentinels not giving too much away. Zelsis just playing spoiler
Bro,
almost here.
that even doesn't
Slowing
make
down Mind
sense.
Freak's
Bro, 7
progress.
viewers that even just go away, style. I beat
Don't want to
Tartori.
give anything away. Look at the
Very
minimap here.
Very disciplined. And again, considering how volatile the last couple of rounds have been, I think just finding stability is key.
A breather.
Damn, that's perfect. But the thing is that we don't like anything. We don't know.
Too far though, because there is
Never like anymore. That sucks.
I mean, yeah, paranoia
Sucks.
to Snake has to work with.
Everything.
Makes
You
them
know.
Oh,
That sucks, bro. That sucks, bro, with the curl.
takes away the threat.
Oh,
Just extending that scoreline a little
Bro,
further away from
I
PRX
just
here, but
said
that start.
that
Show me
you're
it again, please. I want to see 10
listening.
Like,
You're
this was just-
listening. You're listening. You're saying you're listening, but the graphics is
like
not.
fight fire with fire.
You still.
Walks up short the
I
previous
don't
round.
tell you
Just
like
takes it away from them.
Sentinels.
Don't even let
Doesn't
them
it-
creep on us.
No, I'm
Players
gonna
like
play
your
them.
tens, like your Zekkens. Play them in.
Come on, let's watch here.
That's what you chatted me. I'm
Operator out.
gonna listen at the chat. I'm gonna view
Gecko,
the
it still
chat.
feels so weird, you know what I mean? You're looking
No,
at
I'm gonna view the
it.
chat.
Absolutely is. It weirdly works. I don't doubt it in his hands.
I could.
But is it the solution?
So we don't know.
Ten's
But-
looking to get interested again. This time, shot trying to play in second. Not going to happen here. Something's got to be cautious. There's layers to it. Noting another, but it's Ten's now swinging. The flashes there. Ten's deciding to back away. Probably rightly so. Just one in middle. There was three.
You can use that.
Potential to
Say,
Some issues from main here as well. Retrieve the orb, but
say,
almost bait sent
I
out a
like
little bit.
this
Because Zelsis and
just
Tens looking for the clearance, but elsewhere Mind Freak finds an opener. Sassy will fall. John QT next on the chopping block. Kept in check by the utility.
Mind freak. Oh, just heading straight towards CT.
I mean,
Second.
with PRX you can never doubt things like that. But he comes
Oh,
back.
he
Dude,
does
that's a
that.
kill on Tens.
He does that instead. Screw CT. I'm going market. I'm going to take the fight. And it works. It works so perfectly. And still with that middle
Come on,
control,
bro, let's go.
positioning from Mon yet. The backline threat.
No one will let me.
Quite get what he wants with John QT.
Found them.
Something's closing in here.
Damn.
See the scope.
Continue around.
That's a prize possession in hand too. You don't be losing that. He's got threats from all sides. It's like a tower defense game at the end, but he does eventually fall. PRX find their way back in. That success, yes, in middle it started, but again, it was that pick towards B that opened up the gates.
Very, very patient from something. You can see Sentinels toying with the idea of a flash play out, but with no mid player there. and kind of the emphasis towards short, there's so many angles for PRX.
There we know
When you're
how
already
to
noting
split,
an operator on the other side of one of those angles,
tickles,
just not tangible,
things,
feasible to do so. And the trade back and forth continues in terms of the round timeline.
Let's go, bro!
Has to finally respect
Something
that.
like to know, checking like to know, checking like
going back in, Divide gonna put down Zelsis.
the cool side.
Any of it. Why would they?
But we said,
Ten's not getting played either here.
why
Second though, isolating Divide. And now they're in problems. Monya has to give away the game really here.
Never like Sentinels.
Somehow.
How the hell did they get the res onto that?
Somehow Sentinels come out of that, rezzing and Devi falling.
They're freaking because they're freaking freaking Bro, the Sentinels are super smarter than
all the utilals on B though.
the paper.
Spike's on the way.
The PRX are so strong. Nothing above the Sentinels is strong.
But I was going to say, is it here to close off CT? That's a
PRX
real
is strong.
concern now.
But we don't know which one is stronger more than weaker.
Guard duty, you
Let's
gotta
try
somehow
it.
hold him back.
So,
CT
we
not
don't
looking
know
like the
when
viable
we
option.
start
I think
marketing
10% in there.
Let's say the poison orb goes up, and now Monyet can send the showstopper inside the Viper's pit.
To completion, that's my turn.
Again, it's still something waiting to get close to what it says. He's isolated one. Mind Freak found
The thing
second.
is that we know my dad is playing.
It's connecting.
Is also
Sentinels not getting
playing
to play in a great read from
Valorant
Monyet.
also.
Predicting Zelsis on the playback through. Did he see him then? He sees him now. Finding Zelsis, trying to allow safe passage out, but Sarsi's position. They can scope CT or anywhere else they fancy.
Running him down.
They're hunting him down.
Silence.
Gonna think better of doing any more of that potentially. Got a bit of cash to play with.
Box, you don't know what, which.
Next one, don't expect something to really be known to chase this down. Mind Freak
is stronger
3600 in the bank.
and weaker.
And
the skin of his teeth, 17 HP.
Mike, the start of that round, I just feel like that was the most topsy-turvy outcome.
Yeah,
and
like
then
I said,
it went PRX's way.
Sentinels somehow come out on top of this. I mean, Zekken finds his skill onto Devi. It's just really, really bizarre to see that exchange, but that whole time,
This boy will show us.
are willing to stack up and fight for a main, and maybe Sentinels thinking there's going to be one splitting short here, two splitting short, so we have to be conscious of this.
What does that even mean?
So they give up a little bit of space. I mean, they didn't actually know Sassy's utility on the other side of the map either. I imagine if he had the Odin, he was looking to spam through B main. After that, Mind Freak catches the time, he can come through, clear that utility very comfortably. And like I said, no challenge coming back through from John QT. When the pit's available, they're going to lock off one of these lanes back into sight.
You're right. It's got echoes of map 1 now, seeing this is early timeouts from both sides. PRX with the first, it gave them a new lease of life. They're back in the game now, 4 apiece, tied up all square. Sen just about pumping the brakes themselves, deciding to get a grip back on this game. They found something that works. Cure to their woes, 2 consecutive rounds is enough that Sentinels thought.
Oh, to the red, nothing.
Finally.
But no.
Yes.
Red Bull,
We enter round 9.
You suck.
The TP for Divide, the only ultimate on the entire board.
Rinse and repeat, but this time it's something here.
Feeling a little more invested here from PRX, to be honest. And it beat
Boy goes. Oh my god, you suck. Bro.
There's still 2 here to fight it with the paranoia.
It makes sense. You just know how bad. You just know.
Oh dear.
How did that reveal ping so late?
You know what? Love to watch that one back. Tens can't get the round back. Mind Freak was already watching for it. The gates are open on A. This has been a mistake and a half towards that A site. Something going wrong. That reveal just completely annihilating the plan. Show us a replay of that start there, Mike, because
it comes so late on as well.
Absolutely.
And there's no parent. I'm not sure how many the knife has tagged, but it's really. He gets caught on the wall as well, and then Zelsis is out in Narnia effectively.
Why?
But yeah, whether or not the trap is dependent on the knife or some sort of contact there. Because Zekken's kind of half in. Zelsa's, like I said, he's down
No,
the
no,
middle
no,
of
this is
nowhere.
evidence.
Once
What,
that initial domino
what
fell,
you
it was,
say? Do you like Sentinels? Yes, I like Sentinels.
The
But
money's
the
left
thing is, I like Sentinels.
nowhere. They've tripled down on this, and again, an
Said
outplay.
that they
PRX are
like
reading this.
Sentinels.
They've started to really get a grip. This
They
round
like
isn't so
Sentinels.
much of a big deal considering the purchase. It will take the scoreline further away from Sentinels, but still. Again, PRX showing some real viability of dealing with this A presence, that pressure towards main. Tens, you got some magic for me here. Not quite on the second. When it's him, I'll always give it a second of doubt, but as it stands, it's 4 players alive. PRX plant on the way. Really only Sassy. Then he saw a threat. Lil Bro still getting cheers.
Not many today, though.
No, not the same.
He's playing for the defuse in the second half. Yeah, just a Sheriff in the hands of Sassy to work back into this.
Not.
QT will fall. Now it feels like a bit of a formality here.
Ready
find a
or
consolation, though,
not.
Forsaken.
Not. Ready
Keep
or
4 alive here for
not.
PRX. They find their 6th. Starting to hit a groove now for without a response from Sentinels.
Are we going to see those last 2 rounds come in from Sentinels?
Another miracle comeback and a half to tie things up. Give me another 6-6.
Yeah.
Give me another 6-6.
I'm absolutely down. Now, I want to see the adjustment because it looks like PRX have such a strong read.
I mean, Sentinels have basically given up this.
They can't play it.
Yeah, maybe a flash over the top though from Zelsa.
Okay, is that gonna do it?
This looks like a pacey disrespect to snake bites.
Okay, but does Zelsis get to keep his life? There's a lot of question marks about this one. How they're trying to stall this out. The Hunter's Fury gonna connect. That's Divide gone down. That's an issue. Smokes down the play. Did Zek gonna find the punishment towards short? And Ten's getting curious. Going for a walk. They have no eye. Ten's is there. The small adjustment making a massive hit for Sen. And maybe looking like we're on for another 6-6.
Spoken into existence. In the Hunter's Fury, we see so many examples of just how devastating it is on these fast A hits. If you don't get out of main, Hunter's Fury can do so much damage. Unfortunately, here with the utility invested so quickly, it feels like PRX are a little offbeat, behind the curve almost. I mean, the mosh pit lands in front of Door. I'm not even sure who takes first contact here on the side of Sen, but with that utility coming out, you think PRX are going to explode. Oh, it's like Mind Freak here.
Left in tatters.
Oh yeah, monster on the loose.
Gonna see the ult coming out from something. Gets clear through short. Who's behind?
Sorry guys. We don't know. Yeah.
He's already got ahead of this now. Still got his full utility set up.
They're going to know that the utility's online, so they're going to know that he's back. But the ult might. That could be pretty useful. I guess it's going to be the signal of how close John QT is. Does get caught by it, will respect it. This should be game on.
They said yes, they like Sentinels.
On 13 seconds.
And
look at the position. Look at the position of Forsaken. This is a risk, but it could be worth it. But there is still utility in middle. If John QT falls, this is so dangerous. Divide needs to live it. He's got to play this so perfectly. Exactly that. So if John QT falls, it's game on. Maybe Forsaken finds something, but the turn of attention's going to be now. The penny's dropped. He's lost it. He couldn't do any more. Trying to make a worldly play, but Divine output in the hardest of situations. A 1v3. Not going to happen. It's all like map 1. 6-6.
Another recovery here from Sentinels to close things out. A tied half when they're staring down the barrel of an 8-4. Mind Freak unfortunately caught off guard here. Monyet just on PRX mission.
Yeah, something
with a
was
shorty.
a little wild. But still, 6-6. What a fantastic start here in this second map. Can't wait for more, but for now, I do believe we can check in with the vertical stream.
Another 6-6 have. I am here joined by a very special crowd. We have Chrissy, Zoe, GB, and Fitinho here. Guys, I've heard that you're doing some vertical stream. How is the experience going here?
Oh, it's a long experience, obviously, because we're vertical. The games have been fantastic. Like, it's been incredible. The crowd is amazing. The games are amazing. Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah. Alex, I've heard you've been doing some casting as well.
I've been doing some casting. First thing I want to say, Hola Madrid! That's right, baby! Make some noise! Love it!
Chrissy, what about you?
It's been a blast. It's very casual. We have kind of watch party vibes, so we've been having a lot of fun the entire time, and we have a lot of amazing guests that are popping in and out all of the time, so we've been having so much fun.
Podemos aquí hacer una invasión. Fitinho, ya te lo pregunto en español directamente. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás viviendo esta experiencia y cómo estás viendo sobre todo a los equipos que vemos?
A ver, está muy guay. Sobre todo el anterior mapa ha estado súper ajustado y las rondas han sido súper caóticas y ver el público tipo celebrándolo y tal es la hostia. Sobre todo desde aquí arriba es como, no sé, se escucha como el triplo, el cuádruple, es una barbaridad.
Y hay muchísima gente. Muchísimas gracias a todos por venir. Esperamos que estéis disfrutando. I was just asking him how, you know, what he thinks about the experience. He thinks that being here is amazing. That the crowd is insane. So keep it up. I want to know, guys, who do you have on here?
10G all the way from day one.
Oh, but for today.
Oh, for today?
Dude, she's so Gen G pilled, she's still thinking about the final.
Sentinels, honestly, Sentinels. I want to see the rematch.
Ooh, but do you think it's going to be a 3-0, or do you give PRX some maps?
I think it's going to be 3-0.
Big Alex?
I'm going 3-1 Sentinels.
Chrissy?
I'm going 3-2 PRX.
Okay, Kitty, what's the breakdown?
3-2 Sentinels.
Okay, we love that. We're going to toss it back to the casters because this map needs an end.
Hi, Mike.
What's up, GB? How's it going?
Oh, look at that.
I don't know, when does the audio come back in? Have I just said that and he's not even listening?
Yeah, literally, he's just like that without a headset. But no, great to check in with everyone here. I think all of you at home as well hopefully can pick up on this. The atmosphere in here is absolutely wild. People really heating up to this game, and rightly so. It's been a cracker so far. Close first map, second already looking good. PRX keeping this within touching distance. Sentinels getting back up to 6, finding those solutions late, somewhat like map 1. Does it follow that path again? Sen now on the attack, PRX on the defense.
Big gap left open here by PRX towards 8. It's only Monyet really shouldering tree. Smoke will confirm a nice second layer to this, and that will call the rotation in motion. It's very early, actually, sorry, a very late drone to come through and clear short here, and Monyet punished on the back of it.
Something too. So good information flowing back in here. Monyet down could be an issue.
They know everything's coming from heaven now.
Getting ready with a high flash, trying to counter the Dizzy. Coming on in, buying a couple of seconds, and it does. Zels is now going to get that classic ready to go. Not going to be able to get to use it this time. Forsaken the one to break back in. They play 10s. Hold on, they're clearing the site. Zaken, how much can one man do? Not enough. It's on John QT. He's got to clutch up. How much can one man do? That's how much. John QT. Sheer impact alone has been off the charts.
The pistol
Thank you
round
for watching. Like and subscribe to this video. And don't forget the live is on.
I love this delay investment of the drone here to really take that space away. Even more so from PRX. And the pinch through to mid as well. It's that second layer, the security in this execution. No stone left unturned.
Every time I hear that Red Bull noise now, I'm just going to think of John QT's face. That's it. That's it. I'm just going to see it.
John QT clutch.
Honestly. I don't know if he's got the funds for the sponsorship,
Wow.
but he might need to get some. Like, you know. Again, this round, Sheriff's not going to find any purchase really with it. A little bit of resistance, but not quite enough to really dissuade Sen. Pathing straight towards the A site. That's where the Mind Freak waits. Something. Gonna get much play into this either. What Mind Freak can do from here though.
Welcome guys today. The channel is converting in our space.
Nah, not this round. He's chilling. Not quite flawless.
Yeah,
pretty
previously,
good.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't remember now, but the round 2s have been flawless. To get Sentinels a very comfortable cushion to kick things off. 21-8. I come back to that same thing earlier. This is the performance you want from Zekken.
Yes, you do.
On the weaker side of the Sentinels map pool.
And that's scary,
With
isn't
these
it?
compositions, yeah.
You might have thought you had a window coming into
Before we start, like and
raise when he's
subscribe
a little out
to
of-
the channel. And
let's say his full comfort role, which is ridiculous. He is arguably one of the best in the world.
I mean, coming back swinging
Well,
from what felt like a rough day in the last series. They played
by
rough
John
end,
Cena
the series very
John
uncharacteristic.
Cena crap. No, unknown name
Been all
called
gas,
John
no breaks
Cena.
for him so far here in Madrid.
Another names. Another name. Another name. Another name.
Yeah, that's not good
No,
enough. Getting so
that's
invested, he
pretty
wanted
good.
to find the information, wanted to take that space, but going to be
Just
punished.
Look at the spacing behind it, though.
There was
on the rifle round.
I'm in a video.
mistake
What?
made there for him. He's going to be
No
kicking
one
himself.
can
That's not
believe
great
me.
to
I
have.
am
Well,
the door. I am in the door. I am in the door. I am in the door.
See, John QT's position is perfect.
I'm
They are
awfully
ready
in
on
the door.
every
I'm
single
awfully
lane.
in the door.
Play in.
Yo, seriously, at the door.
Looking like they almost have like a wall hack in this. Like they've read them so down well. Saucy clears to
For
Vibe.
survivors.
Just
No, I should say yes again.
Because it was missing in round 2,
No,
but
I already
Sentinels looking
said
to find
yes.
one regardless.
Bro.
Spike planted.
So,
John QT,
like and
you can see
subscribe
as
in
well,
the
very early on,
channel.
PRX identify that he's going to be in these sorts of positions, but
Yo.
Sentinels so well equipped to bolster
Because.
this formation.
Make.
Ah.
Like and subscribe in the channel. Forget to like and subscribe in the channel and like. And subscribe in the channel. You know. Bye.
I mean, they've got good
They've-
funds
I
behind
mean,
this.
They're laughing, right? They've had everything they want, and just those individual fights. So desperate to trade back that first, but once it's set in motion, I don't know what really you can do at that point.
Sagan will have to let this one pass him by. Find another one here, but 9-6. PRX tapped out financially here. Yeah, just a little bizarre. I mean, even the second swing here from Mindfreak, it's individuals trying to catch timings. There's no double swing onto an angle.
Oh.
Hello guys, today on the channel.
Quite deep in, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Is that scrap for mid?
That could be.
Yeah,
that could be.
Triddle play.
Stupid ass war.
Shit, they're good.
Okay, PRX, you got to get a little something going here. 'Cause a very faint heartbeat
All can
they
do
came
this.
in with is starting to get quiet.
Why, bro?
This buy is
But
rotten as well.
it's
Forsaken, yes, the
easy.
rifle, but the rest
Yes.
got to be on
It's
his back
easy,
really to make
just
something
press
happen. But they seem so
Y,
prepared, so aware of the
E, and
possibility.
S. So easy,
waiting
bro.
for anyone to go try
Why
and
did
find
you
some
know the
information in the middle.
name?
Does he spot
Forsaken.
Forsaken? Oh, 10!
No, I forgot the
Ego
name.
shout.
Bro, that was
Beautifully done.
that was crazy. Bro, that
you can
can't,
kind of
bro,
forget it's
what
Yeah.
is that on today? That
Seconds
doesn't
having
even
a
make sense
big
with
game,
you.
all good. And then you just occasionally get a tens moment.
Bro, it's just all a different name, but you have another name.
All good. Also noted the player in market there.
Rainbow Sega.
Challenge. This round wasn't
No one
really
can
going to be the
believe me,
highlight
but
one.
my mom is in the camera.
Managed to get that rifle, I think, off the body of Forsaken. So
Yeah.
Mom, say hi.
in play, but
Mom, say hi again.
with this one yet, yes, a little bit deeper in.
No
but
one can believe me, but my
3v5
mom is
nonetheless. Sentinels looking to play
accidentally.
very active here in this mid
They
lurk.
lurk.
Coming
Oh,
through.
you're so clean with
Tens.
it.
I can
Finds
believe me.
Mindfreak.
No.
You got to feel like that seals the deal on this round. One yet, we'll find a consolation.
Get out. Oh,
remaining.
caught in the heels.
Don't forget to
looking to do some
like and
damage.
subscribe. Open the subscriber.
That's
Now
right.
we
Double
know.
headshot.
No, we know with our
Double digits
subscribers
found.
that we bullet
Unfortunately, with
in
this
our
cleaner
time.
start from Sentinels in the second half, that's 6-6.
No in
Quickly
time.
becomes
Let's go.
so concerning.
Go,
And
go,
Sentinels now,
Concerning.
yeah, another buy round. You're on 11. You have to give that up because the finances aren't there.
Correct.
We had investment in the previous. Yes, the loss bonus will come into effect, but
go.
it doesn't bail you out of this sort of position.
No.
And it's been pretty clinical
Oh,
from Sentinels.
there is a
The second half
siren
so far.
at the day. And Bo is our side.
PRX a breather here.
Bo, 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 Bo,
Just look at the funds.
Bo,
How many Sentinels? Yeah,
Bo
already
is our
7K,
side.
5K, 7K.
Right.
Stacked up. One off the lockdown. The Blade Storm.
Subscribe and like the channel. Don't forget to.
I mean, even here, this is absolutely devastating. Give you wins. This, and you must win by round.
It's
Forsaken's one away, sure, but it's.
Is that enough?
It doesn't stop the tsunami that's possible with these ultimates being available. I mean, John QT just needs to retrieve an orb. The null command can get Sentinels access towards the site, and I mean, even if you have the lockdown and the post plant,
there's so many options.
Yeah.
Looking like almost insurmountable odds, but we know that PRX can somehow go around them. There is chance. It's just this has not gone the way they wanted. Maybe thinking they had a chance against a weaker Sentinels when Zekken not on his comfort, but look at him now, 23-8. Heartbreak for PRX here, not getting any play
Right there.
towards the end of this game. Little set piece to start with, so they can catch anyone here. No steps heard. No chance to bring into effect. Zekken, not noted either, gets played in.
Still finds it.
Still gonna catch something.
I mean, the time is just a little bit off there with the Prowler as well. Zekken's allowed to reset.
I'll find you.
Oh, does Forsaken go fact-finding?
Another bite.
He is. And this is looking like it's a trap waiting there, shouldered. He's got to be careful.
There.
Does he get away? Gonna pop the ult? Are they gonna just go off this? I think they are. There is another player on the side, but look at that! Sassy's caught him. Do they know about Mon yet? They absolutely don't. There's still a chance. Can he hold this together? Can one man deny the entirety of Sentinels?
Oh my God!
No, is Zekken doing that to him? Devastating play. Just on the warpath. Sentinels gonna get another here, surely. Mind Freak is already backing a little here. Given no avenue forward. Doors shut. CT is not in their control. Utility on the T-side approach. He's just got to drift away and face the fact that Sen will be at 11 rounds.
Credits, you really don't want him to lose this rifle.
And play hide and seek.
And with the trap play set up in the previous as well, a lot of this utility has been burnt up, so that repurchase is going to look even more uncomfortable. I'm not sure how much got invested, but Sassy creeping closer and closer here.
Mike. He's clearing everything. Sassy's just cleared wine.
Oh.
Round wing, go away. Okay, 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 all good. No one else
Saving
close.
grace.
Yeah, and that's the most positive element of that last round. The fact they got to keep a rifle. Sentinels have looked so dominant here. This is scary for the map pool. This changes
I
things.
thought I actually got caught on the utility here, but I think Zekken just swings as it ends at this second kill. It's just,
oh!
yeah. I mean, it looks outrageous from the other end.
Yeah,
but,
it did.
I mean, that makes it even worse then. Zekken plays the timing perfectly here to catch something to open that round up. On yet. Doesn't catch Celsius.
Revealing area.
Actually, that should just be the green light for Sentinels to hit
Yeah.
B here, yeah.
So much util, so much
Mind
seen.
Freak has to anchor.
Good luck.
He's committed as well.
Gonna spot a couple players here. They're gonna know there's at least two towards CT early. All gonna come through, TP taken. Dizzy's gonna be sent. Zekken's still alive and breathing, but gotta move. Can't make it worth it this time. Gonna get pinned down, something with the punish, but there's the answer right back. Tens and John QT in unison. Still a problem on the site though. Can Tens get out? He's got his TP. He's been caught. Monyet with a critical kill. Gonna send the showstopper down. Paint shell to follow. But it's the spike being left there.
Hello.
They're gonna invest the lockdown. They're trying to fight for that spike and get it in hand. Execution. John QT on the drive-by. They're trying to stand and fight, but they can't deal with John QT. Monyet falls. And Sentinels post 12.
You peel back the layers and Sentinels still look comfortable. There's some disastrous scenarios. The flash play here to catch the backside of this lockdown. Like you said, execution style. It's just beautiful to watch.
One enemy remaining.
Mind Freak, he said initially, looked like he was gonna have to solo anchor this.
Guys.
Another round. No response here from PRX in the second half. Last purchase doesn't look pretty. some ultimates to work with, but Sentinels,
Where the...
I don't know, but Monya's 33 HP already.
Yeah, and again, so much shown early on. They're just going to continue this warpath straight towards the A site.
Mindfreak has to dump everything at the front door to try and slow things down, but it does nothing.
No. Floodgates are open, Mike. That plant's coming in. I don't know what can stop it now. Dance. What are you up to there? Thinking about something, but decides against it.
Flash in, maybe?
Get away!
No flashes left.
It's a fight on 3 fronts here. CT, you got Tree, and you got the T side of it, but there's so much going on now.
TP it out.
TP away, Forsaken swings the site, and now here comes the crunch. Where's Tens gone is the big question. Forsaken still fighting.
He's re-wrapping
Still
main.
trying to do it. This is going to be on Tens. You've got to see Saucy buy time. He's got to try and play this fight. Oh, he plays it so well, and they have no idea about Tens. Now it's his time to shine. 13, Sen, claim map 2.
A photo finish here, clinical.
My best friend.
He's the chosen one for a reason, baby.
The second coming of Tens. Beautiful
the
stuff.
camera, so
And a dominant second half performance here from Sentinels.
Cool. Poco trying to beat, but come
What a
on.
showing. You thought this was a weakness. You thought this was your big chance. Not yet. And now on the horizon, Mike. Split. Horrifying prospect. This is now an uphill battle, and I want to watch it all.
Diamond.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Life hands you bad lemons, try and make lemonade. Easy on the sugar cane, switch it to agave. Gave it all I had, love. I can't do agape. My conditions written out. Take it up with God, hey.
You can pay me for my time though, and it all on the high note. I don't like to say goodbye. Found out I'm probably Irish. Deep down, feeling down, hold a smile like it's all good. Seeking answers, all I found is. You can't tell me what's good. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's.
If everybody jump right now with the world cry. Feel the bang in your head like it's whiplash. Can you feel that? All this back and forth to be free. But you can't tell me what's good for me.
If everybody jump right now with the world crack. Feel the bang in your head like it's whiplash. Can you feel that? All this back and forth to be free. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good.
say the word. Speaking like a prophet did. Shit just feel like stranger things. Upside down and overwhelmed. Chaos just to set you free. Chaos just to set you free. Deep down, still in doubt. Hold a smile like it's all good. Seeking answers, all I found is you. Look, man. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing either. All I know, I'm doing what's right for me. That might not be right for you. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good for me. You can't tell me what's good. If everybody jump right now with the world crack. Feel the bang in your head like it's whiplash. Can you feel that? All this back and forth to be free. Cause you can't tell me what's good for me. If everybody right now with the world crack. Feel the bang in your head like it's whiplash. Can you feel that? All this back and forth to be free.
That was a fantastic second half of Ascent for Sentinels. They lead 2-0 in this best of 5. I'm your host, Yingsu, and I'm back here with Sideshow and Tom Biz. Now, can anybody stop Zekken? I don't think they can.
No,
they can't.
No.
No.
Do you have any further questions, Your Honor?
No, that's it. Should we just jump into
back
Madrid?
into the game.
Yeah. I want to watch more of Zekken. It's just too good.
It's unbelievable what he's doing. There are spots where his team perfectly sets him up. It's a great strat, yada, yada, yada. But you expect him to get like 1, maybe 2, and then he runs around and he's just murdering everybody.
He is 14-4 versus Munyet right now. The duelist diff is off the charts.
Dude.
He is destroying everyone.
He's got 200 ADR over the first 2 maps. He's averaging 340 ACS. He's plus 31. I don't care about the numbers, but you just look at what he's doing as well. He's winning so many duels that from the PRX side, it's just got to be flattening.
Yeah, I mean, it's all Tekken. Yes, all Tekken right now because here is TenZ in our Verizon high-speed moment. And this is a really cool set play from them right after they lost a round as well.
Yeah, there's the flash, there's the recon, TenZ TPs inside the smoke, sets up, dominates the first one because he's there so fast, and gets the second off the back of the recon. And actually, Sen were doing a lot of these early round aggressive plays. Not all of them worked, but it was something I think that they've pulled from the game where Gen G beat PRX by doing a lot of plays like this where they turned up the tempo. And that was straight from the Pacific Finals. They've done their homework.
I think a lot of PRX utility on that attack as well really works once you get into the execution. So if you just deny them any of that initial space, you can basically disrupt them. And then when they go onto their own attack, it's pretty quick from then on out.
Yeah, I mean, every half that we've seen has been close, apart from the one you just watched, where Sen did not drop a round.
Yeah, that was crazy. The thing is, for PRX, history could be destined to repeat itself. They've never won a global best of 5 ever before. But on the other side, though, for Sentinels, they were there for the first Masters, where they made it all the way to the Grand Finals. They won it. And do we feel like maybe something is in the air to push them to another Grand Finals for the first time in a very long time?
Something's in the ground. That's what we've been seeing right now. It is brutal. No, this is looking like a completely revitalized Sentinels, and honestly, obviously, I think Gen G play a completely different game, but if you're getting Zekken and TenZ like this, compare them to the series versus Gen G, and we might actually have a game in the final. I'm kind of already looking there, though, because right now, PRX are dead.
It's a little bit of recency bias in my head because we've just seen such a dominant half. But the problem is, even apart from that, Sen was still edging them out on the previous map. It does feel like Sen are going to another final. It does feel like TenZ, revitalized on a new role, is going to have an opportunity to grasp another trophy or at least fight for one. And what a position that we're in to have so many players that were there before and here now.
He's back, baby. He's back. He's definitely back. I think the reason you guys are kind of a bit down in the dumps about PRX is because map 3 is split. It had to be split of all maps. This is where we all unanimously said that maybe they have close to 0 chance.
I want 4 Whimsy. I want it to come out. I want them to go back to the triple duelists. I want them to go crazy. I want them to play full PRX, because I think if they play the sort of more standardized version of the comp they brought out, I don't think they win.
And I think the problem is too, the win condition in my head for PRX was that they play fast and they get into good positions, which I think they have done generally across 3 halves that we've watched, but then the players are better than those on Sen. That you have like a limp day from Tens and Zekken as you do with Gen G.
Give me Yoru.
Now it's going to be the same thing coming out again from PRX. And I really feel like this point is absolutely crucial. Zekken cannot be the best player in the server. He just can't if they want any chance of winning.
They have switched it up though. They have switched. It's the players. The comp is the same, but Monyet's going back onto the Raze, which Forsaken had taken off in. The Sky now goes onto Forsaken as well. Device switched it up onto the Viper. They have gone with different people on the composition, so it is another change, which
great patch.
I think it's I don't mind it necessarily. The problem is Forsaken in pretty much all their split games has been the win condition. Sure, he's still going to be aggressive on the Sky. Let's not be foolish. He's not going to sit passive, but a lot of it was down to the movement abilities he had. He was able to get super aggressive on Raze. His Yoru was basically him just TPing into corners and wrecking people. He can't do that anymore on the Sky.
Well, it's a change indeed. This is it though. Sentinels, they are 1 map away from another grand finals. It's time to hand it over to your casters, Pansy and Hypok, to see if they can bring it home.
Deep breaths now, PRX. Last time we saw them at those big international events, it was the last dance. Now this could be their last chance. Map 3, and Mike, it's split.
Has the loss versus Gen G knocked the confidence of Sen enough? I mean, can PRX reproduce what their Pacific partners in crime did versus Sentinels? The questions coming in, the comp change up, well, I say the role change up at least. Definitely a question mark here. Well, PRX can find any sort of comfort now. A little bit of a mix-up. The Sentinels, though, kicking things off on the attacking side. Stack actually inside Mail here to maybe greet this presence from Sentinels. Trade-off of utility, the Poison Orb goes up. Sentinels thinking better of it.
Readdressing B main, taking a wander. He'll put it all into the lap of Mind Freak. He still has that paranoia. Could stall them if necessary. And he's looking like he's getting it ready. Backing away. Yeah, there's the burst on site. Gotta respect it for now. You're looking for the support to come through from Heaven, and it's not really taking any time. They've done it quickly, springboarding straight in. Zelsis doing well, and you're right, they've denied the plant, but already Monyet with the trade out here. Zelsis gonna get it back, and we're down to a 3v3 on both sides. Sassy! Mind Freak was right there! You're not gonna get out with a spike, but luckily Zelsis with a quick grab and a run.
John QT's already in spawn though, look at this. Ready to cut off this rotation.
God. Surely they have no idea. Do they even continue? Forsaken was having a look. It's like he's checking for this. Maybe the lack of presence. Maybe considering it's John QT, they're thinking, where the hell's this guy gone? They found him now, but can he buy enough time? Can he keep him safe?
Zelsis,
potentially. I'm looking towards Mind Freak as he's pathing towards Heaven. He's going to hear this, surely. How does
15 seconds.
Why do I feel like there's something going to go on here? Forsaken has found John QT. Zelsis put down by Mind Freak. PRX get the first, but what a chaotic start there.
So active across the map.
Absolutely, a race.
Sassy, yeah, Sassy unfortunately caught on the way back out trying to retrieve the spike. And the flood comes through so quickly that Sentinels just don't have a window of opportunity to try and find this plant. See Monyet getting right up in the faces of Sentinels.
It's a good start, they needed that. Feeling like they were really under the weight of Sentinels after map 2 especially. That big run they went on, getting around here is huge. Could unlock a couple more rounds to get behind for themselves here. Maybe put that reminder of that Gen G matchup in Sentinels' minds. For now though, we look at what's in front of us. A mistake for Monyet, that's... You can see the pressures here, Mike. This is the difference. Again, play that round back a different occasion. He's not making that mistake, but here we are.
Only an SMG to go across, though. What can Tens do with it?
The paranoia's landed. Devi's got to be careful now. Potentially a gap closer there. Mind Freak could get caught off. PRX, though, doing well. Stabilizing. Got to control what's on the side. Devi's got to be cautious. 6 HP, and that was the counter swing then coming in. Forsaken there, ready to pick up the reins. Zekken. Classic's good. I don't think it's all... Oh my God, I'll shut up. Almost got scared. Something's
Two
there.
headshots there.
Yep. Yep. Accuracy buff.
But 2-0 regardless for PRX.
It's huge for them. That's huge for them, Mike.
A slight fumble at the start here. Luckily, doesn't amount to anything, I guess, slowed down.
Did you get that one too?
Yeah. Like I said, we'll touch base later. Yeah.
I think the desk might even do a segment on it.
Yeah.
That'd
Get
be
the
good.
subtitles.
Yes, please.
The lip reading challenge with Alex.
Dangerous game. Now, can they do something with this though? Let's look. PRX coming in with the Outlaw Ordnance, but right side, right place, Sen on the way. Rifles here, counter play down towards ramp. They want to take back that pressure. Moniette with a fantastic pickup. Devi doubles down. PRX starting to ignite here. They've got themselves into a 4v2. Zelsis and John QT have nowhere to go as well. Look at the flank position coming out from Mindfreak. This is fantastic.
Yeah, John QT going to get caught. It's just Selson left to try and recover this. Forsaken's low as well. Chance to play back in here now on 1v2.
Oh, dearie me. And he's not
Awareness
seen
here for the
Mindfreak.
flank, yeah.
So he'll start thinking, where the hell's this guy at? He's read it so well! Zelsis, are you serious? After all that work, is this how it happens? And with 53 seconds, he's got time to play with.
19 bullets left though. Pit in the back pocket.
Something
Chance,
on the run.
yeah. A chance here to get the spike down cleanly because something's not moving too quickly just yet.
There it is.
Spread awkward, but
Something's diving in.
Very good coverage.
Look at his positioning. Surely does Zelsis consider this? He does! Nothing can stop him! You would have said every day of the week PRX would have that round until Zelsis had a word.
Flips the script on PRX. A Red Bull clutch here. And what felt disastrous for Sentinels to start things off. Again, even here, PRX do everything right to kick this round off. Then, again, the protocols just slip through their fingers a little bit. Forsaken, isolated as the second layer of that setup on ramp. And a perfect read on the flank. Even baits him in, a little spray into the wall to pull Mindfreak closer.
Wow, that was
I guess
pretty
the bonus
nice.
if you wanted to look at it that way as well. So, that's a bigger issue though. Sassy finding something early on.
No, I could the camera.
Sentinel's able to comfortably reset behind it as well.
Is this red?
See
PRX
you.
approach to readdress the extremity, and the trade out may not be enough unless Forsaken over delivers. All right, that's.
Flash doesn't catch though.
Okay, so Tense has crept towards the pillar. Zelsis next here. Forsaken's got a fair fight and he wins it. Tense goes down, with 45 HP he's got support. But Zelsis isolates him again. He's all alone and he's surrounded. There's no safety to fall back to. As Sassy really coming in key this round.
Clear all this space out. Devi unnoted, but only a Spectre in hand. One Snakebite to work with as well, but a 1v3 nonetheless.
Gorgeous.
Wow, the upgrade's found.
Gorgeous. He's expecting the flank.
He's looking for John QT now. John QT's already created so much pressure previously. Has to re-clear this space. Time to do it, yes, but allow Sentinels to set up in a very, very comfortable position. Spy cam should be indicative now of John QT's repositions. Elsis,
Very nice.
again, the one to seal the deal. Sentinels tie things up 2 apiece.
Game's done and warm up here. The promise with PRX to their money. Not great, and losing out that early on something is that's going to sting a little bit there. Still made close. Not close enough. Zelsis up to 8 in this game. Very early impact from him. Doing wonders. On the other side, Forsaken. Nicely for himself, but the purchase Mike is missing.
Seeker's available for Sentinels, but that's all there is. One off the neural theft. Zekken, decent progress already. The other side, Seekers for Forsaken. Sentinels now, I'm going to read this correctly, a gap in mid. Clearing all this space once again. Sassy actually finds it with the Trailblazer. Something with a response onto Tens though.
Okay.
Can he get out of this?
Oh my god, oh my god, Sassy wants him so dead! Finally catching him in the heels. And look looking at the site, though. There's still a player to clear. That's going to be Divide.
There. Satchel out.
Is he going to be able to find much impact here? Zekken already going to take... Oh. Did he spot something? He definitely spotted something.
I think it was just a spam in. Regardless, Divide will fall. Mindfreak responds once again.
2d3. Okay, Zekken maybe overdoing it a little there. Maybe unnecessary to take that fight on CT.
HP is going to be tricky for PRX, though.
Spotting one on the site, but that plays in John QT. Does Forsaken get a chance at this? He does. He knows that Sassy is on the site, down by Pillar. What can Forsaken do? Toying with time. You can see the readjust from Sassy.
Did he spot him?
I don't think he did. Forsaken has no idea. Sassy again. More impact from the man. Good work there. But PRX, considering the purchase, still dangerous.
Early response found here from Sentinels. I was curious of actually where that kill came through. I mean, Monya just caught up. Something trying to backstab this play up mid. Sentinels, no fear to chase that kill down, though. Won't let any threat develop in these rounds. Bladestorm online now for something. One away from the showstopper from Monya. Maybe an exploration outside A. I mean, how much do PRX invest to really dislodge John QT from this position? He's commanding so much of PRX.
See the adjustment already from Forsaken as well, looking towards middle. John QT is such a nuisance of a player to deal with. And the 3-play stack in middle. Going to be working its way up. Again, displacing Forsaken. Has to respect it. Doesn't want to be taking isolated fights. Posting up Zekken into the corner here.
Slow burn here for Sentinels in round 6. PRX finally now looking to explore the map. Paranoia through B main, orb retrieved, but here's the crunch in the ropes here. Divide gets both of them.
Yeah, and that's the spike. Left loose, Tens with a quick collection, and considering what he wants to do, Monyet catching off Zels as they try to make progress towards B. The spike is back in hand, though. Tens yet to really make his mark in this map. John QT by his side. And the map is treacherous. PRX have good control across it. Yeah, beautiful from Mindfreak. Tens now. 1v5. First. Found. No damage taken. Forsaken indeed low. Gonna drop down. Trying to toy with it. He's come back. He's got it. He's waiting for Monyet to swing. A second earlier, he'd have had a fight on that.
Yeah, only 10 seconds left. He had to try and make a move here. 3 survive for PRX. There'll be 3 ultimates on their backs as well. Timing a little off here from Sassy and Zekken. Paranoia in response, but doesn't result in a kill for Sentinels. See those ultimates we were talking about previously. Showstopper, Bladestorm, and the Pit in hand now for PRX. Sentinels have a couple. The TP and the Neural Theft not as impactful, but the Showstopper in the hands of Zekken. Curious what the adjustment will be here, if any, from Sentinels. Maybe try and capitalize a little early on John QT's presence and pressure that he's creating.
Yeah.
So, I mean, previously, right, there's 3 members of PRX there trying to dig him out of that spot, and it's burning up a flash from Forsaken.
Certainly a lot to check in on now. Considering that if you look at the way this round actually hit, it's the first round that they've got back. It was 3 on the trot for Sen. The second it slips away. Pause. We're back in. Ults to work with, but not... I'm looking at what they go financially here as well for Sen. Maybe just going to spread the wealth a little, just even out the economy. Which looks exactly to be the case. But I see Bucky with Zekken, so...
Well.
And I did see a sign for Sliggy as well, so I mean...
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I've seen Judges, Sliggies, and Buckies, so maybe it'll make something of it.
The crowd will get what they want here, at least with the Bucky.
Go.
I hate that he's reintroducing this weapon.
Yeah, no, it's back. It's back.
And he finds value with it as well.
Like, look at what he did on Lotus. It's so good.
Problem here, because there's 2 isolated individuals on the side of PRX.
Yeah, this
One yet respecting this now.
Whoa. Okay. Not having the chance to close in on this yet. Long rotation. Paranoia not going to find purchase. And neither does the ult on the other side. Monyet did invest his as well.
Back-to-back roses. Yep.
Yep.
Need to come up. Apply a little further pressure onto Zeka, but Mindfreak getting curious.
Oh, Mindfreak, this is so dangerous. Against this sort of buyer, rifle falling in his hands. They had no idea about Tens. Tens gets played in. That's one. Monyet on the run as well. He doesn't want to get too close to the down punch comes down. Sentinels making this dangerous. And now Tens with a rifle. Sassy on the site. It's a 2v2. Something takes a glance and he takes a bullet. Forsaken dives in. Perfect shot on Sassy. But Tens for 1v2. Not today. PRX weather the storm.
Utility just not connecting for Sentinels here. Paranoia gets sent through. PRX wise to it. The awareness that maybe there's going to be a little pop through into heaven. And outside of that though, Mindfreak almost catching 2 players with utility in hand. It's not a deep enough clearance onto Tens, but PRX find their 4th nonetheless. The response is here. The purchase comes back from Sentinels. Pitch shut down mid. Sentinels have looked to explore this consistently so far.
We've seen that 1-3-1 run, not every single round, but Mindfreak again. This is so dangerous, but I mean it's PRX, right? Love a bit of danger. Smoke gonna go in. Indicative that he's holding this angle, but there's so many bodies here. Mike, he's still taking the fight. Does he live? He does!
That's ridiculous.
How is he breathing? Paranoia sent just to slow it down to give him a bit of safety. They weren't even that close, but he gets away.
The problem is it tends to fall as well, so it's only the utility really of Zelsis that can help them out in this situation, but it's invested elsewhere. Sentinels regardless force their way in. Zelsis actually finds an opener. Brings it to a 4v4. The heal comes through from Sassy as well.
So it looks like the plant. No, the pop flash turned not well enough by Zekken, but he gets a second chance of that. Forsaken went for Zelsis. Zekken healed back up, goes again. Zekken is absolutely ripping him apart this round.
30 seconds left.
Has he got any more? Yes, he does. Zekken! What is this guy made of, Mike?
The re-challenge here from Something is just so far ahead of Divide. The Trailblazer comes through, clears some space down on ground level at least, but I think spotted here. Zekken doesn't get it, but Sassy the one to close things out.
Zekken's just been so solid. 4-4. I just feel like there's still no stability in this match yet. In this match
no, definitely not. I mean, there's a couple of really, really weird scenarios created across here, but I mean, Forsaken comes out solo. Something, again, after Mindfreak,
Weird spacing on that, it felt.
And where PRX find their success is in these very, very well-coordinated floods where you know, they can overwhelm one person when the spike's being planted.
2 judges. Oh, no, yep.
Good.
Good. I mentioned Sliggy, and now there's more. Oh, Tens. Tens, don't go there. Oh, there was nowhere to go anyway. Divide couldn't find him, PRX.
Divide walks right up onto the wall here to find this.
I mean, I don't know what you read from that as well. The fact it's Tens, not John QT. Like, what do you extrapolate from that information? And again, look at Monyet's positioning on the other side of the map.
B-Main is on lockdown.
They've given up middle, so they've known what space they've given up. They've taken this fight towards Ramp. Now they reveal that judge. Oh, it's perfect. Something denies all access. Ramp is off limits. Get out of here. You can have middle. We got the spike, we got Ramp. What can Zekken and Zelsis do?
That was filthy.
Yeah, okay. Okay!
Don't give him space to work.
Please!
It's now a 2v3.
Okay, Divide. What a great bit of timing to recheck on that. Got a little dicey, but Zelsis, if you got it in you. A 1v3, spike not to hand, 30 seconds, Mindfreak behind you? Surely not, right? Surely not. He's being given no play. He's being given no opportunities. And there it is, Mindfreak on the catch. But that investment, that adjustment, Mike, that was wild.
Also Something finding everything he needed.
Hell yeah.
On Ramp.
It was just devious work, wasn't it? He held this close to the chest.
Tens gets isolated from this initial play. I guess the flash catches on Ramp and there's a moment that they hesitate, reconsider the approach, and then he's split ahead of these Viper walls. Nobody else from Sentinels really able to provide much support. It's actually Sentinels to blow both timeouts here in the first half.
It's a little scary to me that it leaves you very open, right? There's a chance that it could really get dangerous, but Sen has so many ults to work with, financially in a little bit of a tricky spot, but interesting to see what they go for. It looks like they're having a discussion as well, coaching-wise, as to what the plan is moving forward. But PRX clawing this game back in. They're not done yet. Map 2 is a little more one-sided than I'm sure they would have wanted, but it is what it is. But here they are keeping within touching distance. Sen unable to set tempo or pace or draw too much away. It could be potentially on for another 6-6. It doesn't seem impossible.
And Sentinels this year sitting at about 70% defensive win rate. So I guess the approach maybe here is to play towards damage control and really look to stretch their legs on the second half of this. And it's where we've credited time and time again the protocols, the retake success. It's where their strength lies here, but PRX a one-round lead as we enter round 10.
This is scaring me because I'm seeing 3 players here from PRX. I'm seeing the entirety of Sentinels here. Ults galore. This could be bloody. Buying what they can, missing a couple of pieces, but have those. That was still a headshot, but it was sharp from something. Plays in Forsaken, and he's got so many targets, he can only get one, but it swings out from the rest. Perfect work from PRX, well positioned, ready, willing, and able.
Read into this perfectly here. And just to say, maybe Sentinels are playing towards damage control here in the first half. You're really preying on the 6-6 here. PRX give themselves an advantage. I mean, leaning potentially towards an 8-4 here. We've talked about the other tie halves.
Ooh, frustration shown. That's the first time I've seen that.
Coming out of a timeout, maybe.
Yeah.
If what's discussed wasn't executed correctly here, or maybe just, I mean, instance of the stars aligning for PRX. 3 in the right place at the right time.
Yep. Didn't invest any of those ults though, so able to depend on those if they get the opportunity here. But again, you're looking at Monyet. His Judge, I don't think got revealed in this position, so they didn't quite get the grip on this. So there's still a surprise here.
Going to be a nuisance. Actually gives up a little bit of space towards main.
There.
It's a little curious.
Fire in the hole!
Here we go. Burst potential, Monyet, that surprise that they didn't know. Oh, what? Second! Tries to do some serious damage for Divide. Mind Freaker there. They're holding on to this round, but then they think, where is John QT? Where is Tens? Where have they gone? Oh my God, Tens gonna take down Divide. Now Divide and Conquer, Forsaken from above. And they know that last player alive is John QT. Turn around, look to your back. Where is this man lurking? And Forsaken's got the read right. He's waiting for it, but he doesn't get to keep his life. And now another challenger though. Something steps up. Scary! But he faces his fears and comes out on top. PRX tipping the scales this time.
Last round before the
Chance here for Sentinels. Purchase still available. Only the showstopper invested previously. Crowd now feeling like they want to get behind PRX once again. A breath of fresh air in what's been rough to watch so far since Lotus.
It's been a suffocating series
It
for both
seems like
sides.
a lifetime ago.
Don't let me down now, yeah?
Operator out for something. Ults on both sides. This round, critical. Early investment is from Divide towards middle, locking off one of, well, Sentinel's favorite avenues of approach this series so far. Up middle, 3 players, and he's just going to post up Monyet in there.
I'm curious what Sentinels learned the last time about this setup. Was Monyet obviously tucked inside as well, still with that Judge. Still looking to be a nuisance.
Why not? Worked well. She's there. It's a little bit cautious on that.
Yeah, but we'll note 2 members of Sentinels at least over on this side of the map. Seekers invested behind this as well.
That's a rotation though. Something's on the run. It wasn't all 3. That's enough to pull a rotation here. They want to try and back up.
I mean, Tens has a TP as well, so you don't really want to see PRX over-rotate here. There is a bit of a gap with only Forsaken, I guess, shouldering from screens.
Zelsis is really trying to sell this, though.
And it's information denial as well. The pit will cut off sightlines, but PRX are reading this to perfection.
Monyet is sitting close. He's on the way. Keep your eyes towards Forsaken. He has to do something big here, and the timing might be right. They don't predict it! He can only bring down one, and now there's problems. Monyet on the side, gonna spot out second! Brings him down to the ground! Back to earth! There's PRX heating up here. With 15 seconds, Zelsis has to just face the music. He can only do so much. 8-4, Mike. What a turnaround of form.
Feels like this last round, the Sentinels don't have the confidence to really execute ahead of this. Like I said, it was a previous example of carbon copy of this round. And there was a window of opportunity, Lauren.
There was.
He just didn't have solid confirmation behind it. And an 8-4 half here for PRX on split.
I can't believe what we're seeing. This series is looking so good. This half looking exceptional, but a treat for you now with Uli.
Hello to everyone following us around the world. We are here on Madrid enjoying every single match, and we hope you're enjoying the matches as much as this incredible Madrid crowd is doing. Let me show you how they're cheering. Amigos, gente de Madrid, vamos a demostrarle al mundo entero cómo se anima solo aquí en España. A ver, quiero un poquito de ruido por Sentinels. ¿Quién anima a Sentinels? Vale. Y a ver, los que más necesitan apoyo ahora. Quiero ruido por PRX. Sin lugar a dudas, tenemos un público increíble, inigualable, como en Madrid, como en España, ninguno. Y ahora quiero que todo el mundo empiece a calentar las manos. ¡Calentad las manos! Os quiero preparar para una ola. Vais a arrancar como siempre desde la izquierda. Preparaos, 3, 2, 1, ¡arriba! ¡Vamos! ¡Que siga esa ola, que siga esa ola, que siga esa ola! ¡Que vuelva! ¡Arriba de nuevo! ¡Que vuelva! ¡Os quiero activos y calientes porque esto es un auténtico partidazo! Y por último, estos jugadores que están aquí se merecen el cariño de España. Así que preparad todos los demás manos. Vamos a aplaudir todos juntos, poco a poco. Amigos, nos vamos. Here we go. We leave you with the casters.
Oh, you love
Truly a national treasure.
Honestly,
what a joy.
If you've not heard of that man before, check out the Spanish streams, check out EMEA, because he is a godsend. Gets the people going, but so does this match. Let's dive back in. 8-4. The funky music still going on. Hopefully that turns up pretty soon. There we go.
For the
Little tense now, guys. Let's, focus back up. Because PRX are in the lead. And every single half so far has been as close as it could be. This is the first time they have a full
the only real gap, yeah.
on split.
Said Sen do excel on this half. But will this be enough? PRX looking to replicate Gen G's success, as said earlier. Could that have been enough of a confidence knock to Sentinels? John QT should spot out this info early enough here. I mean, poised for a retake setup here. Trip removed though, so no kill on the way in for John QT. No damage to come through. The plant will be uncontested. It'll be a full 5v5 here.
Mind Freak just going to try and keep himself safe for now. But the flood begins. Sentinel steps on the site. Monyet the first to find something with a follow-up. They are handling this incredibly well. Divide and conquer. PRX keeping Sentinels at range. Tense has fallen. This is looking like a strong lead here. Sasi is only 8 HP. Looking like 9 is inevitable on the board, and it is PRX kicking off the second half. The first.
Reaching double digits, you've got to argue, pretty likely here in the second half.
Take us the distance. Come on.
And a punch to the gut of Sentinels once again here on Split. Can they dig deep? Not going to see the round 2 force this time around. Obviously favouring that on the attack when they do find the plant, but here, want to play towards this first buy round.
Look at the stack. PRX continue along this trajectory. They're walking into a lot of players.
Yeah, it looks like PRX want to go head first into this.
It might be head first for Halos at this point. Paint shell could be nice. The flash is there, but it's stalled. It's stalled them out well enough that they feel there's something wrong. Yeah, they are spamming for their lives' sake. There was enough of a red flag that waved. They've decided shift away for now. Let's see if we can reset this stack.
Looks fake steps away here. Cut sound. Sentinels, I mean, have to roll the dice here. Yeah. Spin the wheel almost, yeah. The massive over-rotation from them. PRX now will drift back in towards B's site. Another uncontested plant for them. It'll be double digits beckoning here. Even just the classics in hand, maximizing here as well. Getting the orb in B main for Monjet. Probably going to give him the plant as well.
There we go.
Can Sentinels get anything done here? I mean, with this scoreline, really even just two kills, and you're happy coming away from this. Anything to slow this early momentum.
Here we go. Second leads the way, but he will be melted by Forsaken. Yeah, this is clean. This is good. Monjet is fired up. He's chasing it down. No survivors.
This is a showstopper for him. He's one off now.
He's absolutely on it. Perfect. There it is, Monjet. We'll be happy with that one. PRX. Tick in the box, double digits made. So this might have been the last chance, but maybe they open up an avenue here. This could be their way back into the series.
Buy round comes in, obviously the advantage leans towards Sentinels here. Rifle in the hands of something though, Mind Freak still on that Bulldog, but it's the showstopper. The red flag here. For Sentinels to have to try and overcome. Well, not PRX can find some value off it, and I'm worried if they try and contest it. Monjet's going to satchel in.
He's off.
He's found the timing.
He's got one. It looked like Tens was dead as well, but he lived.
10 HP.
I mean, here's the chosen one, the boy who lived with 10. But how much can one man do with that sort of HP? There is no heals on the way, but Zekin's got his back from up on heaven, taking away something in Divide, and they can't quite close down. Tens! Still living, still thriving. Forsaken will find him, but it gives away the game, and Zekin is there. Sentinels still in this.
3 rifles maintained. So a decent footing here to build upon this round 3 success. Monjet, I mean, very unlucky not to find both of them on the way in. PRX not looking like they want to slow down at all here in the second half. 10-5 now. Rifles in hand across the board. PRX switches things up now, going to test John QT's hold.
They got room to test, Mike. They got rounds to test with.
Yeah.
Can't let it get too far, because John QT, I've got to say, I've enjoyed his work specifically on this map. Backbone of holding this site. For now, we're going to find 2 early. Something and Forsaken both go down right off the rip. So they need someone to over-deliver here. They need a bailout, be it Mind Freak, be it Monjet, be it Divide. It doesn't really matter, but they need someone. And look at the discipline from Sentinels, instantly sitting back towards CT.
Absolutely. See now, Divide removing this trip. That's an indicator for Monjet in future rounds. He's got a couple of high trips to try and overcome.
Does he get played, Mind Freak here? Oh, second. Okay, Monjet did get the trade there.
It looked like he had an angle on that.
Yeah, and they've got time, and all the rotations are coming to this site. They could dip through vents if they fancy it. They don't know this, obviously. Oh, God, Monjet! This guy is so sharp, making something out of this round. And he's drawn the attention from CT. He's trying to play in his teammate Divide.
He's got his nade back as well.
Trying to help out, and he's got them a plant here. Divide does get noted. The paranoia does not land. And Monjet! What a moment for him! Can he get the hit? Yes, he can!
What an outrageous round from Monjet. He's back on another showstopper. He's one off.
Blink and you miss it. Monstrous moment from Monyet. The man to step in with big shoes to fill, and that is exactly what he did this round.
Played to perfection as well.
God tier.
I mean, throws himself in the line of fire. And relishes the moment. Sentinels held on 5. That previous loss, 13-5 to Gen G. Will it repeat once again? Sentinels, gaps in this purchase. Zekken does have the showstopper, but only a pistol here. Early exploration outside B main, but already 10's rotating off.
You've got to see that.
Sassy catches a ton of damage.
I was about to say, I want to see almost a very composed Monyet after that round, because it's very easy to overheat. You just get that ace, you're feeling pumped up. Just run, you know, overdo
Especially
it
in a team like PRX where everyone's calling something.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to see him just kind of keep that cool, not overheat here. And it looks like they're kind of leaving him to his own devices towards middle potentially. Yeah, just let him off the leash. Look at him. Just takes the one-to-one challenge. And now they can't over-rotate. They still have to be considering there's still that threat through towards heaven, but it is going to be that A-take. John QT, do you have a miracle for me now? Not looking likely. Zekken punished. John QT, it's labored and it's traded. Divide doing really well. 10's the only one really healthy in this. Does he get the shutdown towards Divide? Yes, he does. He's on the site. The spike gets dropped, but with 20 seconds, Saucy has to put in some serious damage. Not going to happen. It's 12.
Another 3K from Monyet. He's everywhere, Lauren.
Omnipresent. Can't escape the guy. The beating heart of PRX right now. The man who had to step in for one of the most explosive players, one of the most loved players. And he's turning up when they needed him most.
The guy that also says, I don't really want to play Raze.
And he's doing this.
I don't really want to do it, but if I have to.
He's outdoing Zekken. On split. He's on 23-9. Game on. It's looking like we got a series, and Monyet is on the hunt. Pick it up where he left off. Another victim found. This is a lifetime performance for him here. And that is the first pick with still 1 minute and 24. Nice response. 10's shuts down the lurk on the other side of the map. The Seekers go through, and there's the counter burst! He's been found, but the burst through on main's already come in. B site is lost. Do they continue on this path? Something looking for the fight, but he has to get away.
Spike's out, though. They're out B main. There's a bit of a gap here. Something, if he can do any damage, find a kill, maybe. Just can't pin it down, but Mindfreak finds a response.
Oh, and Mindfreak keeps going. It's all on John QT. Can he keep him alive in this map, or are PRX taking us the distance? They are! Never down! Never out! PRX smash Sentinels on split. Sunset's up next.
Wild scenes here, Lauren.
Unbelievable.
And history repeats itself. Well,
Yes, it does.
recent history,
Yes.
at least. What a confidence booster to take Split away in this best of 5. In what feels like a slightly front-loaded veto.
Yeah.
For Sentinels to turn it here. Wow.
Unbelievable scenes. This is going to be a finals to remember. Do not miss how this ends, because we are going the distance.
It is ready.
Excuse me, would you mind taking a picture of us?
Oh, no problem.
Thanks.
Yes, problem. You need Verizon. Trade in that old thing and get a new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage, so you can take all the pics. So many selfies.
A preposterous amount of panos!
That means panoramic. And as many portraits of me as your heart desires.
How about none?
None, yeah, none feels right.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition and get iPhone 15 Pro and iPad and Apple Watch SE all on us. Only on Verizon.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Tengo muchas cosas que decirte ahora, pero antes de empezar quiero que le demos sin freno. Si tú quieres podemos empezar desde cero. Sabes que contigo yo me atrevo y quiero más y más. Y poder soñarte y verte al despertar y volar. Porque solo tú me llevas a otro lugar. Quiero más. Solo dime, baby, que no va a pasar. Quiero más de ti. Solo quiero más de ti. Solo quiero más de ti. Sabe que quiero dejarme llevar. Conmigo lo malo se te va a olvidar. Contigo me voy, no miro el reloj, sin mirar atrás. Permiso y el vuelo, que este es un viaje perfecto. Ignoramos los defectos, todo lo que dice el resto, todo lo que dice el resto. Tengamos algo perfecto, ignoremos los defectos, todo lo que dice el resto. Solo quiero más de ti. Solo quiero más de ti. Solo quiero más. Solo quiero más de ti. Contigo nada me resta. Las ganas solo te aumentan. Ya es por mí. Somos de otro planeta. Somos de otro planeta.
What a response that was from PRX. They take Sentinels down on a map that they were never supposed to win. I'm your host, Yingsu, and I'm back here with Saisho and Tom. What happened?
Monya and Apple. I said going into this map that they couldn't win if Zekken continued being the best player in the server, and he wasn't anymore. And that isn't to say that there wasn't also some big team play elements going on and playing at a faster pace that caught Sen off, but when you're getting that version of Monya, it is just a different beast. He's at it.
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, okay, well, let's check out the HyperX reflex moment of the day. This was Monya. Surely, Tom, you have something to say about this.
Yeah, no, he was truly incredible. This sort of ace was just ridiculous coming out from him. Basically took over the entirety of the round on his own. And yeah, I have absolutely no idea how he's just able to utterly dominate in every single one of these duels versus players that in the last map were pretty much dipping him. We said it, 14-4 in battles versus Zekken in the last map, and he was just crazy.
Yeah, his performance was so good. He had 2 double kills, 3 triple kills, an ace. He multi-killed in a third of the rounds that happened, which is just a bonkers performance, and it's turned the entire game on its head. Now it's really feels like a battle between Monya and Zekken to see who can have more impact on that entry role.
Yeah, I mean, I saw somebody in the crowd with a sign saying, "I miss you, Jing." I don't know about it, right now, but it doesn't look like PRX is missing Jing all that much for the first time in this tournament, Tom.
Hey, you know what? The fact is, he was very good on this map on G when he played controller, so why not both? just have them both going crazy. That's the thing. This was always a map that genuinely Monyet was insane, and it is, well, in theory, the last, well, maybe not the last map, but it will be one of the times up until the next one where he's not going to be going and playing that Raze anymore. But he does play quite an aggressive role even on their Sunset.
Yeah, these are two of the players that ended up swapping roles around coming into this version of Split. Monyet was on Smokes, went to Raze. Forsaken was carrying on Raze and decided to take a step back. And for me, it's just all about Monyet's ascension into a spot where you don't start thinking about, oh, if Jing was here, maybe they'd be winning, right? The fact that they haven't reinvented this style in the same way that Loud did. It felt like they were trying to do that at the beginning of this tournament. And now Monyet's like, all right, I didn't want to play Raze, but I guess I'll just be as good as Jing, shall I?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I think a lot of it comes down to just sheer confidence. It's like at the beginning of the tournament, they were definitely a little bit more shaky, losing, what was it, to EDG.
Yeah.
It definitely didn't look that great. Now I feel like they've got to the point in the tournament where any pressure's like, okay, if we go further than this, we're doing amazingly well. We're having a great tournament, even if people are sort of looking at us and going, oh, that was shaky, that was dangerous. And I think he's just slowly got used to the stage. Because that's the thing, like when he played with G in the past, it was a very quick in and out.
It was.
And then didn't really get that same experience.
Yeah, let's talk about this agent select here for Sunset, because this is the only map that PRX have looked good on this tournament without fail.
Yeah, and also this is coming back to the first time that these teams matched up against each other in the off-season. Sentinels have now stolen PRX version of the composition, but they don't run it with the Sage. And I think the Sage adds a ton of weird stuff. There are boosts all over the map that PRX love to do. It's a extra layer into the post plan, but it does mean Sen can try to flank them really aggressively. So if Sen want to play the defense really aggressively, there are no trips, and PRX have got to be watching out for that at all times.
I think also you just have to look at, like, you've got a matchup of Geckos. They're going to play this completely the opposite.
Oh, yeah.
These are the two most different Geckos you are ever going to see.
Well, Sentinels, they have another chance to close this out. Pansy and Hypok, let's see if this is the place that they do it.
It's back to the wall for PRX, but they give themselves a chance. Sen still sit with the advantage here, Mike. They just need one more, and they've been good here, but so have PRX.
Yeah, it feels like maybe this is the start of the home stretch.
Could be.
PRX can turn things around after that explosive win on Split.
Oh, there's that. I just want to go to blind, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Like it just from the purest aspect of, I want to see more of this level of Valorant. I, again, don't really care who wins, if I'm honest. It's been excellent from both. Really good series so far, just waiting to jump into the game. Not sure what the hold-up is here. Hopefully that gets resolved quickly. Can't read the signs. Difficult. Joe, Leah,
Is that my
sign
eyes?
up for us.
Sorry, who did?
Leah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, headroom.
Okay.
Yeah, love Leah. Not Kevin.
Wow.
Producer Kev.
Not even
No,
close.
he's like, do you know what we haven't had though? Tech Force.
We actually haven't.
I know.
I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to say it until we're guaranteed the last map.
No, we gotta bring it to existence.
This isn't a tech pause, by the way. This
No,
one
it's
doesn't
not.
count.
No, it doesn't. But what does count is we are now moments away from jumping into Sunset. It's been a stronghold for PRX. It's looked fantastic for Sentinels. But who gets it now? It's everything on the line here. A lifeline given for PRX, but still so many opportunities for Sentinels.
Early exploration towards mid, removal of the door here. Side of PRX, and nothing noted on the back of Sassy's utility either. PRX a chance to stack up here. Leave a few question marks across the map. Force Sentinels to try and garner some information another way. A stack towards B. Sassy almost just playing to shoulder this angle here. And PRX feeling themselves.
Good read. I mean, it looks tailored for a retake anyway. I'm not particularly fussed by this. So, good approach. And as long as Sen have all their utility, which they are obviously going to be keeping here, no harm, no foul. That smoke going towards CT, that should start to potentially pry some of the Sentinels players away from position on B. Plant going to come in. Wall to CT.
Spike planted.
And here we go. This is when it all gets a little fun, doesn't it? And that's a start. Something takes down his opposing number and gets to just play the angle.
Here to throw some utility around the corner as well. Just to slow Sentinels down. Oh, another headshot found. Might even find Tens through the box. No, he doesn't.
He's still got Dizzy to throw over the top as well. Look at the stall. Look at the utility stall on this mic. It's so difficult to get around that corner, and CT just wasn't accessible for most of the players. Yes, Zekin's going to find Mind Freak, but they're still trying to break back in. Hold up! Oh, no way! Not again! It's magic in Madrid for Monyet. How does he keep doing this, Mike?
I mean, the stall is just outrageous, and just when you think Sentinels have found a way to pry their way back onto the site, it's Monyet to sweep the round off its feet.
It was looking like it might have got a bit too close there.
Adjustment is outrageous.
God damn. It's going to get him pumped up.
A sigh of relief from Alex. The PRX to draw first blood here on Sunset. Nice though. Yeah, a lot of information on the back of that.
Are they diligent on the clear here? Forsaken, I think just jump spotting. Yeah, he's seen something that's not sitting well with him. So gonna have to invest a little coming back in, which was good to see the protocols there, even in a round like this.
Come on, boys.
They are walking into a lot of players, Mike.
Actually, the plant sent through here. Not there. Misreading this. John QT not showing his hand just yet. Finally does reveal himself. He gets two.
It's a disaster for PRX. Made a meal out of it, and now there's a real opportunity. Can they still cause more problems? Yes, they can! With Tens doing that!
Going through.
Oh my word, Mind Freak! Oh,
Just
he
got
stopped it! He just about stopped it, but it's not gonna change any of the outcome. John QT, so calm and collected as they all drifted on by. Tens then comes in with two for himself, but watch this again. The paranoia perfect, the follow-up utility from Dizzy too. The second they had that chance, Mike, they capitalized on it.
Yeah, timed to perfection. The paranoia catching Devi having no idea. The sound cues blocked here. That's a round two flip for Sentinels.
Good job.
Stunting their early progress. Sheriffs across the board for them here, but see the rifles coming out like that for Sentinels. This is again looking to find some early info. It's only going to be Mind Freak noted, but very early progress up mid here.
A nice little way to gather information for PRX 2.
A chance there for Forsaken to find it, but Ten's a little sharper with the Bulldog.
And again, just taking the tour of the map, really looking for probably some impact. I mean, they've gone for the Sheriffs here, not completely without teeth into this round, but John QT, I don't know if they spotted him or just simply spammed when the smoke fell, but it's worked out. Gonna get a plant for themselves, so that's Monyet working towards the ult. And now we wait to see if any further damage comes in.
Numbers advantage, so waiting for the last stragglers, Zekin and Sassy, come through and reinforce here, and John QT to finally open on Monyet will fall. Just two left to find now. Devi tries to find something.
Clean
job, Zekin.
Very nice.
All five standing. Another flawless to add.
Flawless.
4 Sentinels.
Come on. Pinay pride. Zekin.
Out in front here, a 2-1 lead. Conversion after flipping round 2 as well. PRX progress towards ults. Yeah. Something hasn't been afraid of pulling it out every so often. Looking to find a little more damage once again, and maybe indicative of PRX slowing the pace a little bit.
Again, we have seen Sentinels kind of testing those extremities, so maybe a good chance to try. Okay, tested middle as well. Devi just stood there and accepted his fate, because where else were you going to go? But something does find the reply. That's on Mind Freak, not... this is a wild round, hold on. Spikes on the way back through. TP had to be taken to get out of danger. Monyet trying to re-clear this space. keep your eyes towards Forsaken as well. He's the one towards middle. Wonder if he finds him some space here potentially, but they're re-aggressing on B main. On yet, oh, he's sharp. He's on it today, folks. That's 2. He's brought this back to a 2v2, Mike.
Look at the space taken by Forsaken elsewhere. He's playing in the cut right now. Zelsis down to 7 HP, 10's 56. Is the awareness here? No, Zelsis, knife out. Punished here. It's now 10's on a long flank, shadowing something's progress. Might even get a 1v1 here. 24 HP.
The operator, though, it's good for it, something. I gotta say, the mid-round calling of that, again, the space found by Forsaken was just exceptional, but the bailout from Monyet too, really on the money there.
Yeah, and again, a little bit of a mystery, I guess, on the setup in B main here. Sentinels
One more,
look to
boys.
regress.
Come on, you can do it.
Initially, Sassy punished here. Zelsis almost caught, fragment in hand.
Saw an operator being toyed with, or at least considered by Sentinels. Wonder if they were going to commit to it. Not the case.
Monyet
They
looks
have
there.
ult-wise as well. Nothing really.
He
At
looks
least
like
for the
he's
Sentinel
drunk.
side, of course. Still 2 for PRX. They got options this round.
So something's going to continue to look for picks like this now. Actually, it's not even him on a solo mission here. They're going to very quickly be able to remove this camera. Force some sort of adjustment on the side of Sentinels. See on the X-ray here, something brazen in approach.
Bold to go for that. No punish on the back of this ult. But the walkout towards A. Keep your eyes towards the players walking through towards tiles. Could they catch him in middle? They're going to try and get towards the side. This is a really uncomfortable place to be playing towards. Zekken does catch. It's Monyet to fall. And now it calls in something. He has to deliver. A tag not enough. And John QT with a punish. Sentinels with a fantastic playback through. The Spike unable to go down here. That catch was just exceptional,
Yeah,
Mike.
Wall should slow things down here, allow them some comfort to pump, but look at the mini-map. Look at this flank coming through right now from Zekken. 5 HP, finds Mindfreak, can't find the second. Vi forced to heal up here.
This is a lot to ask of one player, though. Not going to happen. 10's. Lovely.
All right, good job.
And again, Mike, the timing, a couple seconds difference, but that walk through tiles pretty much allowed all that information to free flow.
Yeah, definitive. PRX pump the brakes here. Another early timeout. Monyet just caught at the last second. Well, there's the kill from John QT as well. Well handled, well controlled by Sentinels. Again, even giving the time here for Zekken to really make that flank worthwhile, guaranteeing value.
Good job, boys. One more round.
No, I mean, been getting away with some plants today.
Yeah.
Not necessarily getting shut down on the wingman front. Curious.
Timeouts.
Yeah,
Keep catching me.
I'm curious now if PRX resort back to a different approach now that the operator's not available. Maybe a pace change to employ here for PRX. Not necessarily an early concern, still 3-2. Kept honest here, only really the finances separating them. Now, speaking of the finances, Sentinels looking very flush.
Oh, yeah.
Other than Zekken down at 600, but everybody else above 45. QT a last-minute purchase to come through.
And it would be unsurprising to now see PRX trying to pressure at least that A main challenge at the start. The knife again did note very early on last time, so curious if that's going to be the case again.
Problem being it's unbreakable, so
yeah,
they try and catch this early timing. They have to give up the info.
Yeah, and I kind of like the response here from Sentinels by almost overstacking this, because it really then can be hard to. It almost dissuades PRX and those later rounds to be going back in for that challenge.
Still creeping up on this, though.
Okay.
Sticking to their guns.
Get him, Wing. The wingman's down.
Monyet drifting onto a deeper angle here. He's got Zekken and Sassy to overcome here. Still, Zelsis in close proximity as well.
And Knife should have caught at least 2 players, I would have thought. Forsaken, where did he find that space? And the instantaneous response, though. Zekken doubles down towards elbow.
He's looking to wrap this.
And Forsaken...
Oh my God, the timing.
I don't know who saw who. No one saw anyone.
Nobody saw anybody.
They're following each other. They have no idea how close they are. Bye-bye, Forsaken. Now does reveal a little of the position, but they're left with so few standing. It's Defy with a res, and the information just going to be sent right back through. What can 2 players do here? That's a great start. Yeah, okay, all from the same position. Paranoia not going to fight. That was a little bold from Tens. And Mind Freak can just catch the cross, try and tee up Defy. Anything to disrupt him? Not really. And the cross, so deadly, he plays ahead of it. Could have waited.
Yes.
Sentinels grasp onto that with both hands.
But Tens at least acts as the information probe here. Sentinels to pull off the retake.
Right, 4-2, boys.
And yeah, and when you see this little snake by there, you know that this retake can be split down the middle. A player isolated, but nonetheless, Sentinels, a third successful retake. Playing the timing really well here. Maybe banking on the paranoia catching him. Audacious TP not being noted. PRX, a few ultimates in hand here. Got the null command, got the res, the TP for Monyet. Definitely tools to bring into round 7 here.
But this is starting to get out of hand if you kind of keep in mind the rounds that have been won. Sentinels have started to stabilize massively here. And that's perfect from Tens. Punishing Mind Freak for trying to take any of that space towards 8. And an instant response from the rest of PRX is just to go the other way.
Come on, let's do it. Let's go, Tens.
We'll be walking into, whether or not that step was heard. I don't see a ping on the minimap, but yeah, the ping is on the minimap actually. They have heard this step, and they're walking into this 3-man stack here. Moshpit goes down will slow any progress, isolating Monyet a little bit, but not punished just yet.
But they still need to clear the site, yeah. They didn't clear the backside of Pillar, so Zelsis gets to do that. Picking up 2. Monyet. This guy is so audacious as well. But this is a lot to handle, a lot of players on that corner. Saucy wants to keep it safe. And again, Sentinels starting to tear this lead away, Mike. This is looking a little one-sided.
1 round at a time.
An opportunity to stretch their legs even further with a lesser purchase on the horizon for PRX. You're right, even though initially there wasn't too much threat with this 3-man stack, Zelsis goes unchecked and results in 2 kills. Necessarily expecting a response here from PRX, so this gap should widen a little bit.
Come on.
Still the funds unmoved on the side of Sentinels. Big cushion here.
How are they going to disrupt John QT and Zelsis in this moment? Knife does get denied, but the ult depended upon John QT. Comes out of the flash just fine. Finds Defy, can't quite get a second. Hold on! Snap! Back to attention as something delivers 2 bullets to the brain. Zelsis just dealt with on the ground. This is a plant now. This is potentially a window of chance.
I wasn't expecting a response, but it might just come through. Nade sent through. Zekken looking to use the stop it. Really shut down.
What a read! And Monyet again finding more. It's all on Saucy. Position. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no way. There's no way. PRX had to hunker down in that after that shot. They made something out of nothing there.
This is another example versus the previous. I mean, something with the second time this series, 2 ridiculous Sheriff kills to really open up a round. Yeah, what is that?
And even this from Monyet, playing so well into that, maybe expecting the ult could have come through, just bursting through the smoke, took a risk, and it worked out well. The whole round looked like a frag movie there. Have we got a mid-walk, Mike?
Yeah, very, very quick as well. Not really no caution in the approach here.
This is something that we haven't seen before. This could really catch him off guard. And it does. Zekken. Oh,
nice one.
Monyet disrupted. Paper X gonna be baffled by what just happened. And Zels is controlling from top middle. They're just going for the fight. Knives in middle, basically, at this point. The spike is still in hand with something, but they have so little space to work from.
Divine something to try and recover something, if anything, here. That's it, first on to tens is found. John QT finds a response over the top here. Zels to seal the deal on Sentinel's 6th.
Good boys.
What odds do we have? Nothing key, you could argue, for Sentinels. On the other side, a little bit to play with, actually. 6-3, but the money. A factor for Paper X. More of a traditional start here, none of that work down mid. It's going to be Zekken and Sassy on the other side of this.
Bits are slow. Paper X locked out behind this at the minute. We'll give them some sort of safe passage.
They're trying to play in Zekken off that, but not going to get what they want here. Ult going to come through too. Plant not yet in. And they don't know about Zekken yet. What does he do with this one? Just spams away. He tries to find a corner to play from, but it's Zelsis to find Monyet. Pit still stands.
The
something.
got out.
Will they get caught on this then? This is a bit of an issue. Look at the HP, it's dwindling. Something down low, Forsaken's fallen. Zelsis on a heater this round. Can they find the final 2 players though? Difficult, tricky, something. Oh, that's dangerous play, but Mind Freak, this would have to be hero levels of work.
He can stick through the snake bite.
He's gonna be defusing, nothing to stop it. John QT, yes, will find the kill in the end, but the defuse wasn't stopping.
All right, 7-3. Come on.
Another successful retake here. Zels is finding, I believe, another blind kill in here to the pit, yeah. To shut down Monyet. Well, make that a 3rd.
Yeah, there it is. MVP, defuse, 7-3. Frustration showing. Operator back in play, this time with 10s though. See what he's up to with this. Looking like he's kind of sitting towards top middle. The double stack towards A delivers Zekken controlling. And Paper X just not finding their footing here, Mike. Struggling a little, and Forsaken taking a bit of damage on that.
Dancing with death. Get the heal regardless. Res comes through. Paper X 5 strong once again. Despite making a rotation here, Mind Freak dealing with a trip. Zelsis, does he swing onto this? John QT, yes. Wow. Beheaded.
Paper X looking a little lost here, Mike.
That will shut any opportunity of finding a timing back over towards B's site. Looks like they might even commit behind this.
Spike dropped.
Very much in control of this map.
Monster on the loose.
Is the ult enough to do anything? Forsaken, he's been caught there by Zekken. Sentinels so in control. It needs to be miracles from Divine. It doesn't look like it's happening. This is looking concise. It's looking clear on this half.
No, Sentinels.
Again, one of the most one-sided ones we've had so far. Divine, unfortunate here. There's no way out. That's it, Sentinels. Strong control this time. Right. 8 rounds. Maybe losing a little bit of that confidence from Split, but picking it right back up here.
Yeah, stabilizing on Sunset.
Early rematch.
Through. Forcing the res. Second ended up with 4 on the round for him. Rewarded with a showstopper now. Round 12. It's a shaky purchase here for Paper X. And trailing by 5.
distance. You're feeling it. Sentinels looking lively, looking sharp, looking like they're firing on all cylinders. On yet with a little bit of an opportunity there, a chance, but he doesn't really get what he wanted. But look at the response over towards B main.
Yeah, early progress made, and Sentinels not looking like they want to slow down either. Adjustment of John QT's utility. And PRX are almost walking into the trap here.
Being herded.
Look at Zelsis and Zekin. They might even catch Monyet ahead of this execute.
They absolutely have. I think maybe one smoke went in at best, but Ten's still here already, herding them around this map and waiting for that cross. Sharp as ever, he's getting one. He's anymore. He's at least got wingman as well, but Ten's just holding that cross. They were never making it past. And Sentinels, maybe a blip on the radar on split, but instantly back in control, in touching distance to the finals now, with 9 rounds to their name.
Looking very comfortable for them. Can PRX dig deep once again? Require a huge comeback to make things happen. Keep this series alive.
That's what they need to keep this series going. This is going very much in Sentinel's favor right now. Is this the last half we're gonna see?
9-3.
Hello guys, I am Jordan Zelsis Montemuro. I play Valorant for Sentinels. How I'm feeling for this match, I'm pretty disappointed, to be honest. I feel like we were very disconnected today as a team, whether it be like the game plan, our teamwork, comms, energy, stuff like that. It kind of felt like from the get-go we were disconnected, and that's kind of just how I'd sum it up. So I'm kind of disappointed in us as a squad. I think the biggest thing with our Breeze is we were pretty strong in it before they reintroduced halls, and I think we kind of just like strayed away from it. We tried to learn like other maps, stuff like that. Like we still feel pretty confident on the map, but I mean, being disconnected as a team, you're never gonna win.
Is with his utility, but also with his Odin at the back. Hasn't been revealed. He's sat patiently waiting with his gun in hand, and he's going to win the fight again. Oh, even looking to spam through. He's done a lot of damage to Karen, but he's just buying time for the rotation. You don't really see plays like this every single day. Sat at the back with the Odin in hand. He's just going to roll the sun on his own.
I think us having to go from playing now and then we have to play a best of 5 it'll definitely be a climb, but it's nothing we haven't done before. Like, you know, we lost our first match in kickoff, had to play through a lot of matches, had to play through play-ins. We had a very long off season, so we've been grinding. We just need to make sure that, you know, we show up in the lower best of 5. And hopefully we win 3-0s. Doubters, I mean, I'm getting paid, I'm playing here, you're sitting at home. Hopefully we keep winning and pissing you off.
Sentinels leading this series, leading this half. It's looking like they're about to lead themselves into the grand finals. PRX with 3, Mike. This has to be it. They've got to come up with something now.
It all starts with a pistol. Can they get themselves on the board here in the second half? It's looking like it might be Monyet. Something to try and hold down the fort here. I mean, early information garnered on the side of PRX.
Should have probably seen everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
So, big responses made. A little bit of caution edge just in case it is a fake, but it is committed to. Sen full commit on this. They're already on the site. Something actually filling an interesting spot here. Does it get re-cleared though? No, he gets some play on this one. Monyet by his side. Second falls. Smoke not quite in the right place. And Sasi unleashing Fury. We're down to 3v2. Mind Freak and Defy. The wall is up. Does it get broken in time? A tap on the spike and it draws them in. Tens goes looking, goes hunting, and he finds his victim. It's Mind Freak remaining. And Tens gets Sentinels 2-10.
Double digits early. PRX now walking the tightrope.
Payday buff.
Do we see any investment here to try and slow this down?
Payday buff.
Confidence displayed once again here from Sentinels.
Payday buff.
Some beautiful pistol rounds on display from them today.
You can feel it now. You can see that confidence on their faces. You can start seeing them come alive. Just a couple more rounds, and they're back at the grand finals with a chance of vengeance, a chance at revenge. A chance at a title. In their way, PRX still with an opportunity.
Zelsa's got caught here. Down to 5 HP.
Closing in. Dizzy goes. This is good, but TenZ is better. Doing the damage to keep them at arm's length. They can't gap close towards it.
Looking for this weapon, though. I don't know if that was the Sheriff that got lost it. No, actually, Mindfreak and Divide. 4 seconds just getting up on the angle, though. Nearly punished. Brought down to 1 HP. No heal available because Divide's already taken damage here. Sentinels will find themselves a wide open A site. PRX left trailing.
They need some value out of this. Chip damage is not enough. They need tangible value.
When does the heal come back? I think it should be back online now.
Looking for it. 5 seconds. You're going to see Monyet, the top side of this, the rest being quite loud in approach. But already, I'm pretty sure John QT has noted this. Sentinels fully aware. Yeah, John oh, that was a mistake from TenZ. Maybe not expecting them so close by. But Mindfreak now needs a miracle. He's got 3 more to find, and not much of a chance to do it. Time against him, players against him. He can't get the shot. Sentinels up to 11 now. PRX held on 3.
All right. Feels like this buy round will decide it. Yeah, see what Sentinels are able to scrape together. I mean, 3 left standing from the previous. Rounds to play with, so they don't need to stack the chips here. Push all in round 15. Only really Sassy with the early progress towards Ultimate as well. A decent stack of rifles. Need to see a response here from PRX, Lauren.
It's
needs
desperate.
to come now.
It's now or it's never, Mike. This is the moment for them to step up. The flash, good. The swing is there, something. Gonna take down Zekken. Need more of where that came from, though. Dizzy, finding very little, might be quite telling. Not seeing any more pressure towards mid. Monyet must be on red alert. And TenZ, dangerous on the angle. Gonna fall off this one, may not note the full extent of presence. Something, oh, John QT with the backup. TenZ never fighting alone here. The pressure on the site starting to mount now.
Himself safe passage though. Cross is easy enough, and actually Monyet punished as well. Forsaken finds a response though. Zelsis will fall, brings it to a 3v3. Spike still not planted, but coming through now from the wingman. Give Sentinels a chance to fully reset on the back of this.
Yeah, and TenZ is looking heated up though. Look at this timing and look at the positioning. He could be the dagger in the back, or he could just wait. Let's see
so much info, Lauren.
Yeah, he's clearing as he goes. 30 HP is probably all he needs. Maybe not even a fair fight on this. They've just got to buy some time because the Reaper's on the way. He's going to spot one, take him down. They know there's going to be more. Doesn't get more though. A 2v2 here. Defiant Forsaken. Still a little time, but this angle's so hard to clear. So brutal to try and pass away, to try and push them away from. Devi, desperate. He needs another fight here, and he needs it fast. But I don't think he's got the time for this one, Mike. It's going to be close, but not close enough. It's 12 for Sentinels.
Heartbreak to not get that first half defuse in. Sentinels now knocking on the door of the grand finals. Beautiful reposition from TenZ as well, playing the pressure perfectly. The rest of the team falling back, giving that space, allowing time to TenZ to find some value. I mean, if anything, I'm looking at the purchase here, sorry to get ahead of this, but it's looking better than you'd imagine for PRX.
But it looks like a brawl, Mike. I'm seeing everyone in middle, but Devi, the one to bail him out, but Sussie's still there on the back lines. They're hunting them down, they're chasing them down. Something saving PRX, but it's down to 1v1, and of course it's gonna be TenZ. Is he the one to do this for them? The return to the international stage like this. Can you be the man to step up?
Come on, TenZ, KD
on the other side.
Let's do it.
Time ticking. He's taking a look towards CT. just as Mindfreak starts clearing the site. Does he read it correctly? He's going to hear this. Did he spot him? Did he see him? 2 already in the round. A 3rd would be needed. He's creeping closer. Mindfreak's not stopping. He's got to check.
Yes!
He does! Sentinels are going to the grand finals. America's last hope holds true.
As the prodigal
Sentinels win, yay!
Sentinels, the bounce back on Sunset, a 13-3 domination of PRX.
Yeah.
A heartbreaking loss, but sometimes the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows, Lauren. PRX, a turbulent journey here in Madrid, but an achievement nonetheless for them.
You're absolutely right there. Considering the changes, considering their own opinions of themselves coming into this event, their own accreditation of where they were.
All the questions, all the doubts, and they're still made it this far.
Yeah, a fantastic side. PRX couldn't quite keep it up towards the end of this best of 5, but Sentinels to turn attention to the victors here. What a moment, what a welcome back. Yes, defeat against Gen G, but now they get to walk into a grand finals. Incredible.
It's good to see them back as well.
It's been a while.
And the performance so far, take nothing away. They're still gunning
I will buy the Send
to
bundle.
take things home here in Madrid.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
And honestly, I mean, split
I'll buy
aside,
the
which
Send
now,
bundle. Yeah, later.
throw all of the results out the window. Another loss here.
It's the gun.
13-5 once again, but overall, fantastic performance from Sentinels so far. Tens and Zekken continue to deliver. Continue.
Mine
to get
is
more
a
and
gun.
more for this Sentinels side.
No, they've been incredible to watch. What a fantastic series.
Sentinels
and to wrap
win.
up the day, to kind of put a bow on it all.
Bye-bye.